Greetings. Welcome to the impossible. Welcome to the incredible. Welcome to the inevitable. A show like no other. Enter into our Greek DnD campaign. A fantasy world set in ancient Greece. I am your humble host and game master, Mr. Everything. And here are some words from our cast of characters.
Hi, I'm Mason. I play Zermetes Windseeker, the Leonin monk. And personally, I find that there is no problem that cannot be solved with brute force, be it math, politics, people.
Hi everyone, I'm Raymond and I play Argus, the Greek human druid. I've been accused of some bad things in the past and hope to right my wrongs through my worship of Demeter.
Hi, my name is Simon. I play Gallus, the human Odyssean. He does not know either of his parents, for he was born at sea. During a storm, he serves Thessa, goddess of the sea.
Hello everyone, my name is Michael. I play Raxus, the Minotaur fighter, and he is a worshiper of Hephaestus, and so we're trying to come up in the world of Greece as a hero.
And now that you are here, let's dive right into our next session. Okay, what the hell? Why are there no cameras? Okay, it looks like they've all reset or something, so bear with me here. Okay, let's do this. While I am setting up the cameras, because apparently they've all shrunk down to 0, and I'm just going to have to expand them and find out where they're all at. Someone give me a recap of what happened last week, if you can.
Alright, I'll do it. Though I will need to remember right where did we start in the nightmare fight?
Yes, in the head of Gregorius.
So we began in a dream wherein we saw a satyr.
Okay, I found what the problem was.
Being plagued by the ancient king Diomedes, trying to tame a bunch of fiery demon horses. We let the demon horses in by Chiron, saying that something else was wrong. And we were sent to go see why a messenger had not reported back. They were sent...
It's live? All right, looks good. Okay, so I didn't hear any of that recap because I was too busy trying to figure out what was going on with cameras. I figured it out. I changed the name of the stream from
I think it was Greek campaign or something like that. I changed it to Roll20 RPG, and OBS was looking for the cameras in Greek campaign, and they don't exist anymore. So all I had to do is just go in and change the name to Roll20 RPG. Except for Zermides. Every time I clicked on his camera, the OBS just failed to respond and shut down on its own, crashed the desktop.
That's the Zermides effect.
Yeah, so it's that face, broken, shattering mirrors and stuff.
There's a piece of equipment at work today that every time I went within 5 feet of it, it just stopped working until I moved away again. Then it magically came back on by itself.
Wow, you reverse me at work. That's awesome. I actually know why I use it and it works, but I don't tell people. It's funner the way that they react. Can you open this? The key won't work. Oh, what's over there?
Okay, I'm dragging you guys to the whatever this place is called, Themis, and you guys had just got finished looking through the food supplies, seeing that they are possibly pickled. Let me get the module up. Okay. There we go. And Hippolyta, here we go. Strange food. You investigated food storage. Pantry door is locked. You broke the lock, which you repaired afterwards. All the Amazons, turned their head to see what was going on when you broke open the door. Pantry contained food such as jerky, flour, large amounts of pickled vegetables. Investigating the pickled vegetables revealed that they carry a foul odor. Upon tasting one of them, I think it was Argus, realized that they're laced with drops of water from the river Styx, which might have a mind-altering property.
Yeah, we might try to suggest going to fresh food like the one that was served to us this morning.
Well, the food that was served to you this morning,
Was fresh.
looking back upon it, was very fresh, except for the pickled vegetables that they provided.
I don't remember my mouth going numb.
Yeah, that's right. Because it wasn't like a whole bowl of pickled lettuce. It was just maybe a pickle or maybe a salad with it was pickled salad. So you would be like, this is normal. It wasn't like, but when
like
you're
a
looking
big
at
bowl of Styx kimchi.
Yeah, it wasn't that. It was just a little bit here and there. And then when you looked into the pantry, there is a lot of other foods in there. It's just that for some reason there's an insane amount of pickled vegetables, which has the
Styx water.
Styx water. Yeah,
Did you eat your vegetables at
that's right.
breakfast?
Everybody does.
No, not Raxus. Raxus is good. He doesn't eat.
I was
It's
gonna
true.
say that'd be why you didn't notice. You didn't eat your vegetables.
Or
he
it's such
did
a
to be polite.
or it's such a subtle dose. You know how like the Grand Vizier would like poison a king, and it takes over a month or two to actually cause him to die.
Oh, you
That's-
mean like the last vizier we met?
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
If-
They
if
don't
you can
poison you
taste it-
overnight.
Yeah,
It's too suspicious that way.
if you can taste it, they did a bad job.
Right. Okay, so that was one of many things you can investigate. Basically, you're given an opportunity to try to solve this. You have a clue, but you don't have any proof of anything. You know, so what are you going to do now?
I'm gonna recommend, like, because like all the Amazons doesn't really trust us except some trust Rexus. I'm gonna recommend at least the 2 Amazon that were following us.
Are you going to
They-
narrate, or are you going to play your character?
Alright. I'm gonna tell them, I suggest you, at least you 2, keep 2 fresh foods at least for the time being.
Well, you did bring your own rations, right?
I did.
And
But
you-
I ate this morning. I didn't eat mine this morning. I ate what they gave me this morning.
That's what I mean. So you still have a day's rations or whatever. And that you do not have to eat for the rest of the day. You
I
don't
just
have to eat until
eat
the
my
next day.
vegetables.
Yeah, exactly. And now that you know what to look for, you can avoid the pickled vegetables. Yeah. You can still eat. You just can't eat that. Okay, so some places that you points of interest. The Taskmaster's quarters. That's Hypolita. But that's in a solid building, you know, with locked doors and guards. And then you have the training grounds, which you can ask about if you want. You have a couple of these guards had given you some information. Not guards, Amazons have given you some information. But there's more information to be gleaned. The pens, you've got the goats over there. The warrior tending to the goats tries to keep you away from the goats because, like you said, they don't trust you. But there is one goat that's trying to get your attention. The food storage, which you just already did. The Amazon quarters, they have, they're more in like a yurt type buildings. They're like American Indian tents or whatever. They're not like solid wooden structures or anything like that. They're like wood frame, but with like animal hides and stuff like that thrown on it. And then
easily movable.
Yeah, you could cut your way in or lift, climb up, lift it up from the bottom and get in or whatever. I mean, they're big and heavy, but I mean, if you wanted to remove a flap or something, you could probably get in. Or you could just go in the front door. They don't have doors, they've got flaps. But then you got the Armory and Treasury. That is another interesting location, but I don't know what kind of clues you might see that they have demonic weapons or something. No, I don't know what you would see in the Armory and Treasury. Unless they keep, I don't know. But if you wanted to go check it out, you could. And then there's the Olympian Shrine, which has the, it's kind of a generic, it's like a featureless, faceless statue that, kind of like the Oscar, so it doesn't really have any features, and it represents whatever god you want it to represent. And people pray to that. They pray to their god at that shrine. Yeah, and you establish trust with a few of the warriors. I think one of them said
that Hippolyta was acting weird recently. Yeah, I think that's the two clues we
she
got.
thinks.
That
Yeah, one of them said she thinks that she was charmed
charmed and
Yeah.
with food.
because she hasn't been acting herself, right? And then the other one was the food has been changed to be pickled, even though they have fresh food available. And the food has been tasting odd and made their mouth feel strangely numb. Where would you like to, what would you like to do? You do have a couple of guards that are walking around with you. They are, they're not hindering you in any way, but they just want to make sure that you're not doing something you shouldn't be doing. They kind of got a little upset about you breaking their lock, but when you fixed it, all was good.
I like those guards. Like, breaking it, like, picking it, they were fine with that. I thought you were going to... Whatever. I like those guards. So, I think we're gonna try questioning more Amazons. Try a lot.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, move your tokens to wherever you wish to move your tokens to.
I'm gonna go to the archery field.
Yeah, you'll notice that there are less Amazons wandering around in the training field because the morning has progressed to breakfast. So they have, there are still a couple working on the sword dummies, and there are still a couple.
Why?
Okay.
Why, Mason?
Oh, I forgot it showed once I dropped the piece. I had to move the map to find out where I was going, and it just kept... It was a right click every time.
Okay, so where are you trying to go to? The shrine? Because that's where you're at.
Yeah, the shrine's fine.
Okay. What about you, Raxus? What are you doing?
Where are you going again, Sir Maze?
The shrine.
Yeah, right here.
I'll go with you to the shrine because there might be something there that might have been tampered with.
Okay. So, Argus, what are you doing? Are you waiting for the next day so that you can learn how to talk to an animal?
I swear I'm gonna ask you every damn morning. Did you prepare it? Did you prepare it?
I'm gonna chill.
I'm
here.
gonna allow.
I do want to investigate the pen.
Okay.
Have an idea.
So, I'm gonna allow you to swap out a spell for. Let me rephrase that. I'm gonna allow you to swap out all your spells right now.
Okay, very kind.
No, I mean it's you woke up, you saw what was in the area, you decided, the spells I had yesterday are not working. Let me just go ahead and switch these up. So you're busy switching that up because every level that you switch takes a minute. So if you do 5 first level spells, it takes you 5 minutes to swap it out. Right, so no worries. I'm gonna allow it to happen, and then Zermetes and Raxus, you're over there at the shrine. But before we go that far, Gallus, there is a warrior. What are you trying to do? Gain her confidence?
Yes.
All right. What would you like to do? Would you like to? How are you gaining your confidence?
I'm gonna try my dexterity on aiming.
Okay, so you're gonna try to use your skill at archery.
hope they have short bows.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, it doesn't matter. They actually don't. Their bows are actually almost 6 feet long.
Damn.
Oh, so they're packing longbows then, right?
Right. That's what the English would call them.
Alright.
But yeah, these guys have Amazon bows, which are these giant monstrous bows that you have to have at least a 12 strength to pull back.
Hey, I have a 12 strength now.
Okay. So if you want to use one, you definitely can. You're not proficient, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because longbows are martial.
Okay, so go ahead and make 3 archery attacks with a bow. You're not at disadvantage for range. And I just want to see how good you roll 3 times. And I guess you're only adding your dexterity.
So can I just roll dexterity?
Yeah. Perfectly. 20. 11. And an 8. Okay, so you get gradually further and further away from the center as you shoot, right?
The first one's not that bad though.
No, they all hit the target. That's always good. Because it had an armor class of 8, and but you might have gotten the outer ring, then the next ring in, and then pretty close to the bullseye. Let's get this Amazon warrior here shooting her bow. 1, 2, 3. You outshot her. She missed with one of her arrows, right? She rolled a 7. Whew, shot it off to the side. And then the other 2 were just mediocre. So, yeah, she looks over at you and she looks you up and down like she's surprised that
a puny man can shoot that.
Well, you're not puny, but you're... Well, hold on. You said you have a 12 strength?
Yeah, I have exactly 12.
Yeah, you're puny. She got a 16.
Yeah, that's why I like Argus. Hanging out with Argus, I look strong compared to him.
But if you want to make a persuasion check, you can. And because you beat her in archery, I'm going to give you advantage.
Okay, persuasion. Let's hope today's another day. 14.
Oh yeah, advantage. That's right. Okay. You shoot well, is what she says.
Thank you. I haven't...
But you're not strong enough to bed me.
I wasn't trying to you. I'm just trying to earn...
Why else are you here? I thought you were here to get with an Amazon.
No, we're here to earn the trust of Themis in the stead of Caligaros.
Oh, those vile creatures? You're from Caligaros?
Vile creatures. Most of them are...
Yeah, I mean, you sent an emissary here a few days ago that threatened our taskmaster and said that we were at war. So yeah, vile creatures.
Yeah, that messenger, it is weird because from what I heard, he was a completely different man on the next day than the former.
So, I owe you a favor. You beat me fair and square. What would you like of me?
Have you seen something strange lately in the past couple of weeks?
Yes. I know the confidant well enough. She's been basically a trusted advisor to the taskmaster, and they would argue over the smallest things, like how many warriors to send on a hunting party, or how, where to put the tent, how deep to drive the stakes into the ground, and should we befriend the Caligaros, or should we stay on our own, or how, it's just trivial stuff that you wouldn't expect. You wouldn't expect
A ruler and her advisor to bicker about.
right, and that's gone on for over a year now. I mean, they've been arguing about, and it's mostly about just day-to-day running of the compound. But in the last few days, I've noticed that the confidant and the taskmaster are on the same page about everything, and it's weird. They are in total agreement. I think that's strange.
It's very strange indeed.
It is.
I'm gonna join back with Argus.
Okay, so let's jump over to the shrine.
Compared to him.
The shrine. Okay, so you see a couple of statues here and there, and they're featureless. And you'll see at the base of the statues there are like offering plates, which are completely empty. There's nothing in the offering plates. Would you like to utilize the... I mean, there's nothing unusual other than the fact that the offering plates do exist and they are empty, but you've seen a million shrines that are like this, so it's not really unusual. It's just noteworthy.
Alright, because I was going to look around to see if like anything had been disturbed since. If something was trying to like get water from the river Styx in here, then I imagine that something else like from the shrines or just statues here would have been disturbed as well, considering that, hey, you're bringing in stuff from the underworld, so I doubt that gods that people who worship here would have allowed that, or if they had known something to that effect, or...
Okay, so you can roll either perception or investigation. Perception is you just kind of glancing around, looking and seeing if you notice anything unusual, where investigation is you actually putting your hands on things, moving them or trying to move them, or feel like basically tactile. You're investigating, or if you see something and you try to solve what that is, that's investigation. So you can roll either one.
All right,
and Zermedes, you can do the same. Unless you just stand there and watch.
No, I'm looking at stuff.
Okay, so you look around, and there are a number of footprints around these statues, which you would expect. And not only footprints, but there's maybe indentions in the ground, in the soft ground, not on the stone, obviously, but in the soft ground. You'll notice that there are footprints all around these statues, and there's also these make a nature roll. there's these other indentions, these round indentions that are not feet. Not human feet, anyway. But it's not like... There's nothing really, like, crazy going on at these statues. Argus, you get your spells ready? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so, did you guys want to do anything else at the shrine? The shrines are basically just a point of interest, but there's no clues to be found there. Or you don't think.
Oh, I didn't notice anything like up too strange with my 12, right?
Right. The bowl, the offering plate bowl looking thing, there's nothing unusual about that. You touch the statues, you look for indentions or if they would move or anything like that. Nothing like that. Because you rolled investigation.
All right, that makes sense.
Okay. Given that there are shapes mixed in with these footprints that I can't recognize.
They're all identical.
Yeah, but I mean like these round
there's
like things that I
correct.
can't identify.
Right.
In a place full of humans.
Uh-huh.
Then obviously I need to try and single out this trail and follow it. See if that'll give me a clue.
What do you mean, the trail?
See if I can figure out the path of these weird footprints. And
there's no path. They exist in pairs, but they don't they're not a path going anywhere. They just exist in pairs.
Perhaps Argus would recognize these. I make a note to bring him here later.
They do not look like boot prints. They could be a heel. It could be a heel, but they don't look like a hoof unless the hoof had a rounded bottom. They don't look like they have toes or, they don't look like a satyr print, which would be, I guess, cloven hoof. They don't look like a goat print. So they're just unusual. They're just different.
Okay.
But yeah, you can get Argus to come over and take a look at them if you want. You could wave him over if you want to do that. I mean, you're only a few feet away. Or you could holler for him.
Yeah, I start yelling for Argus and waving my arms like this.
Argus?
I move over.
Okay. Make a nature roll, because he points it out. He goes, hey.
What are these?
Yeah, what are these?
What is this, Remedies?
I can't place these.
I look closely at the footprints. Nature.
Yep. Yeah. They're knees. Human knees.
Knees. These don't look like footprints. They look like someone crawling. These look like knees.
Or someone
praying.
Kneeling and praying.
That explains why I could not figure out what feet would go to these.
Because no Leonin is ever on their knees.
And your legs bend backwards the wrong way.
Yeah.
No.
Leonins as a whole don't really revere the gods. It's just weird ones like me that do.
Right.
So no, I haven't seen marks of praying before.
Right. And normally people pray indoors, on pillows or whatever.
Easier on your knees.
Right.
Well, that is not out of place. Praying in a temple or at a shrine is normal. Who were the statues again?
It's a featureless one yeah.
Right. They're Oscars. You
That's
don't
right. Okay.
you don't really know what they are.
That'll be why I couldn't remember who they were.
But if you were to guess, they would be goddesses and not gods. Yeah, they would be a goddess, some kind.
So I bet Tessa's in there because there are not many Olympians females.
Looks like Demeter to me.
Could be Demeter, could be Athena.
Oh, Athena, surely that's the biggest one here.
Yeah, thinking of the Amazons, I would assume probably Artemis and Athena, if anybody. But I don't know.
You haven't determined that.
Of course.
Okay, if you guys are wanting to continue your investigations, don't forget you got the Taskmaster's quarters, which is secured. You have the rest of the training grounds, the pens. You can go back to the food storage if you need to. Amazon quarters, armory and treasury, and the Olympian shrine. You might notice that the points of interest are very small. Like, this is not a town. This is not like a bunch of different places to go visit. This is like a campsite. Yeah, they don't have. They're very, very minimalist. I was about to call them Spartan, but no.
I was gonna make it.
How dare you compare us to those men?
I know.
Okay.
Man,
Have you ever...
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the story where
Dark
men
is the wise
were turned into pigs? Yes.
Yeah. That rings a bell.
Story of Cersei.
Hmm.
What if one of those goats over there is our missing messenger?
Well, that is why I tried to talk to the one that wanted to talk to me. But I don't speak goat.
Well, I guess our only course of action is to go over there.
Can you speak goat, August?
Yes, I can. Today, after some praying.
Yeah.
After some shuffling of his bones and his dice and his feathers, he finally figured out how to maybe talk.
Yeah, because he can't write. I was like, how do you prepare spells?
Meh.
It's memory.
They are gifts. They are gifts from gods.
That's right.
Yeah, nerd.
So,
remember, this is a realistic setting, and you have to justify how you would talk to a goat. Basically, he just had to, recall when the last time he spoke to a goat was, and now he remembers what the sounds are like.
Something.
It's not really magic, right? It's just
Actually,
in the game. It's called in the game mechanics. It's called magic, but in the real world of this campaign, he's just knowing.
Precisely. So unless there's something else we want to investigate, I kind of want to...
No, I say we go through the pen. There might be something there, considering that with your newfound, with you being able to speak with animals once more, you might be able to see something from them.
Let's hope he's more commendable than that raccoon.
There is much we can learn from wildlife, and all of nature. This is a good avenue.
Okay. It didn't show up. Okay, hang on. There it is.
I just have this screaming in my head now.
That's right. It's looking at you.
I approach the.
Well, luckily it's not this guy. Okay. Yeah, so there's this goat, and it's like.
There's one oddly acting goat.
Yeah, there's a handful of goats in there, like maybe a dozen or something like that, being tended to by the warrior, but this one goat is coming up to the edge of the pen. You can see it pushes some of the other goats to the side to make way to get up to where you're at, and it kind of just goes looking at you, going, ah!
Hey, I produce an apple from one of my bags. An apple from the orchard of. Oh.
You'll also notice there's a couple of chickens in there.
Yes.
Yeah, when you get close, you see that there's chickens walking around inside the goat pen.
I'd like to feed a goat an apple. Just,
You give him a golden apple? What'd you say?
No, it's just a normal apple.
Okay.
But it's still from the fields of the gods.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not one of the rotten ones?
It is not rotten. At least not yet.
Okay.
If you feed a goat an apple, it'll want a drink of milk.
Okay, so yeah, you give him the apple, and he takes a bite out of it.
Okay, and then I would like to cast Speak with Animal. And yeah, we'll just cast
Before
it.
you do that, make an animal handling or an insight check.
Okay.
Your friends are with you, so go ahead and do it with advantage.
Okay. I don't need advantage.
Okay, so this goat is showing signs of consciousness and understands your comments. You know, it would understand you speaking Greek to it. Like it's a well-trained goat, basically. And you cast Speak with Animals on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I speak with the goat. Hello, I am Argus.
Oh, I forget my words.
Oh, does something got your goat?
Wait, you understand me? You can understand what I'm saying? He gets all excited. This goat is like, "Whoa, you can understand me?
Yes.
How is that possible?" Well, either way, get me the hell out of here.
What's wrong?
I'm not supposed to be here. They eat these goats. I don't know if you know that, but goat meat is pretty nice to eat. I used to eat it.
Whoa.
It's a delicacy.
You used to eat it.
Yeah. So,
Aren't you a goat?
I am a goat. Well, I wasn't originally.
What were you before you were a goat?
I was a newt. No, I wasn't. I'm kidding. I was a man like you.
Better.
I was a man like you. I came to deliver a message, a request for these Amazons, and then the next thing I knew, when I woke up, I was a goat. I went to sleep. And then when I woke up, I was in this pen as a goat. I don't know how I got here. And this frickin' witch over here, and he kind of looks over at the warrior that's in the pen with him. He goes, "This witch over here, she's trying to get me. She's trying to, every day they seem to, like well, maybe not every day, but they, I don't trust her."
Okay. Don't worry. We were sent to come find you, and we're
And
gonna
this
help you.
and
we're
this
gonna-
this other goat over here, this other goat over here wants to mate with me.
Okay.
And this is not
Well-
cool. It is not cool. I do not belong here. Get me out of here.
We can do that, but you gotta help me. What
Aren't
can-
you?
what else can you tell me?
And then he goes, you guys are the new stewards, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think I remember, hearing about your good deeds. And before I was sent on this mission,
Yes, we're here to help.
I'm just a freaking messenger.
Yeah, don't worry. Is there anything else you can say? You said that there's a witch or a sorceress, that specific Amazonian, and I look over.
And
at
she's not even paying attention. She's feeding the chickens, and he's like, "Yeah, she's mean. She's a witch."
Okay. What else? Have you seen anything else?
She'll just grab me by the horns and drag me around, and it's humiliating.
Okay. Is there anything else you can tell me about the night that you delivered the message before you got turned into a goat?
Okay, I showed up at the gate. The Amazons welcomed me with open arms. They said that, that they were, what do you call it? Like hospitable to me. They brought me in. I met with Hippolyta, the headmistress here, the taskmaster. And I told her that the gates of oblivion, no, the gates of hell have become unguarded because Cerberus has become missing, and that creatures are starting to come out of Hades and Tartarus and everything, and they're starting to rampage this area, and that you have been dealing with the individual threats, but Chiron is expecting to have to either close these gates or find Cerberus and put him back in his position of his guard duty, or and that we would probably need more warriors, because all of us stewards down at Caligaros were all a bunch of civilians. We're farmers and fishermen and hunters and winemakers and musicians and innkeepers and stuff like that. We're not soldiers or warriors. And so, knowing that they had helped us in the past, we had Chiron sent me up here to recruit them or to ask for their assistance. And then Hippolyta told me that she would sleep on it and she would think about what to do and give me my answer on the next day. And then she put me in that tent, and he kind of points over to the same tent that you guys are in. You put me in that tent over there, and which I was happy to go in and wait for the morning. And they fed me and everything else, and then I went to sleep as normal, and then expected to wake up and get her message in the morning. And when I woke up, I was in this pen. And the demeanor of all of the Amazons changed. It seems like they were on not high alert, but they seemed like they were anticipating or waiting for another messenger to come from Caligaros. And Hippolyta, she seemed like she was in a tiss or whatever. She was stomping around all pissed off all the time.
Okay.
Did everybody
Is
just
there-
disconnect from Roll20?
I only see me and you.
Yeah.
I only see me. Okay. Now
Okay, everybody just came back. Okay.
Yeah, it crashed for a few seconds.
Must have crashed, yeah, probably. Okay, so after he gives you that sob story, the spell wears off.
Okay.
And now you hear, and you don't understand what he's saying.
So for a good
Right,
10
I-
minutes, we just heard Argus make goat noises.
Yes, that is correct. Just like squeak squeaker, squeak squeakums.
Squeak squeaks.
But he was using the just like a goat.
Okay. I turned to the others. I was right. That's our messenger right there.
Okay, and then the goat walks up to the Amazon warrior and just looks at her like just looks at her straight up and you can hear him say something like
Right.
and then one of these Amazon warriors comes over to you and says, "Are you okay? Do you need out of the sun? Do you need to go sit down? You were just making all these goat noises."
I'm I think maybe you're right. Maybe I should go lay down in the tent for a little bit.
Okay.
I head over to the tent, but yeah.
Okay, you see Argus just walking off. What are you guys doing?
Head to the tent with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find out what he knows.
The more we find out about this, the more I believe, hey, let's stick together.
Okay, so you guys are in the tent.
Okay. So now in a somewhat hushed voice.
Okay.
Okay. That goat I was talking to, that is our messenger.
Are you trying to keep this from the two warriors outside?
Yes.
Or trying to keep it from the compound?
Yeah, definitely. I'm less worried about the two outside. They seem to be helping us and
Okay.
with us, but yeah, I don't want it just anyone to be able to hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a casual whisper, nobody's going to hear you except those two. But if you want to make a stealth roll, you can to prevent them from hearing you as well. But you don't. If you're not concerned about them, then you don't need to make a roll and just say what you're going to say.
Yeah. So that goes to our messenger. I have a way of turning him back, I think. But I don't know if we want to do that just now. We can, but he claims that the Amazon in the pen with him is a witch. I'm not so confident about that. She seems just to be tending to the goats.
Your
But
camera
yeah,
just,
he
your
said,
camera just
he said they
froze.
turned him into a goat. He went to sleep, and he got turned into a goat the next day.
Yeah, Raymond, you froze.
Yeah, your camera's off. Turn it off and turn it back on again. Okay. And
Wait, hello?
yeah, I can hear
Hello?
you. We can hear you. We just can't see you.
Apparently it doesn't hear us.
I hear you.
No, I mean Raymond.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he crashed like me. No, because we still hear him.
Huh. Okay, I can't hear you guys. I'm gonna leave and rejoin.
Hola, ¿cómo está usted?
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Do you have another app trying to use your camera?
Maybe roll 20 since it just crashed.
He also can't hear us.
Right, so he might have Roll20 audio and video turned on. Gotta make sure that's turned off. It's text chat? No. Because I look at audio video and okay. I don't see where it says chat.
Guten Tag.
Yeah, it looks like Roll20 is different now.
Yeah! That's what happens to me. I needed to quit Roll20, then activate my cameras, because even though I didn't allow Roll20 to use my camera, it still picks it up.
Ah, here it is. Video display. Disabled. Yeah. Okay, well, you're back. We see you.
Okay, cool.
And we hear
I wasn't
you.
able to hear. I wasn't able to hear you, so I'm not sure how much you guys caught.
Or
Yeah.
Well, just start over. That'd be fine. Start from the top.
Okay. Yeah.
She's a witch. You don't believe that he thinks she's a witch. You're not sure
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, yeah. I think you got everything then. So, I guess, what do you guys think if we turn it back into human, if the Amazonians will believe us and side with us that something weird is going on, or
can
do we
you
want to
Perhaps.
investigate more?
They are still very strongly against us. I think changing him back before we know who for sure is responsible and can prove it would be giving up the goat, so to speak.
Also, how do you have a way of turning this goat back to normal, as it were?
Well, I have a spell. Same way I talked to him.
He
But no.
he doesn't know how they changed him into a goat, correct?
Right. He just went to sleep. He ate some food. He went to sleep and he woke up as a goat.
Okay,
And
so
he was sleeping in this very same tent.
who is responsible?
He doesn't know.
Okay, so would changing him back right now help us? Or would it just give away that we know something's going on?
I would say until we gain further evidence of what's going on, it would work more so against us. Considering that while what we have is good for now, it is not enough for us to go on about and make our case without it potentially backfiring on us. So for now, I say...
Sorry, go ahead.
So for now, I say we keep him as a goat, because what's to stop whoever is doing this from immediately casting some sort of magic to come to relapse back into that same madness that turned him against the Amazons and poisoning our case to try and prove their innocence and gain our alliance for Calgaros against us?
I don't think he actually had a madness. I think that was part of the cover story.
Yes.
But
They were welcoming, and he was.
yes. if we were to find, say, a potion of turn you into goat in somebody's quarters, then we could turn him back and say, look, they used it. But for now, I think he must stay a beast.
I agree.
Okay, yeah, we can collect more evidence. We just want to make sure he is not selected for lunch.
Yes. If he is, change him back immediately. By all means, yes. Until then, he's okay. I have learned my lesson with gathering evidence before accusing someone. I promise.
Before killing someone, we didn't accuse him.
I did. Not only was I the judge, though, I was also the executioner.
Okay, so you can hear a conversation between two Amazons coming from the direction of the pen.
I'd like to exit at the tent. I think we...
Exit stage right.
Yeah, so there is a so there's a conversation between the two Amazons, one in the pen and one outside the pen. You can tell that the one outside the pen is the confidant, the advisor of the taskmaster, and you can't really hear what they are saying from this range, but they are talking about the goat and the goat's conversation with you. There's some pointing, there's some gesturing towards your tent, towards the goat. Your goat friend / messenger has kind of backed away as far as he can. He's kind of hiding behind some of the other goats. And after a moment or so, the confidant just starts walking off towards the main structure. The taskmaster's bungalow.
Then I will follow.
Okay, in what way? Describe your follow.
Not stealthy. That would be incredibly suspicious, considering we have more or less free roam of the camp right now. So, just openly, not strolling. I'm walking with a purpose. But I'm just walking over there.
Okay, so you're just following her. What are the rest of you guys doing while he does that?
I hope coming with me.
I'll follow alongside.
Well, you never said that, so why are you saying it now?
Oh, sorry, my bad. What I want to do is I'm going to stay in the tent because now that we know that, hey, he woke up and was turned to a goat, I'm staying here to make sure that if something happens, like it did to the goat man, that I could at least be around to catch it in the act before it happens. Because that is a major red flag.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here and pray to Thessa that the Medis don't get us killed.
Argus?
I want to keep an eye on the goat, but seeing Zermedes sort of walk off, I also want to see what he's up to.
Okay, so which one are you choosing?
I would like to go to the
Goat.
the statue.
Yeah, but the statue's not going to be far enough. Are you following Zermedes, or are you staying where you can see the goats?
Yeah, I will stay and see the goat. That is my main priority. Is
Okay.
For sure.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can be by the statue and make sure you watch the goat and look up the trail.
Yeah.
But they go up this trail, up over a hill and deeper into this keep or whatever, wherever her house is located. So they are pretty much off the map. Okay? So as far as you're concerned, they are gone. Okay, so
Oh no.
okay. Okay, so the confidant stops, turns around. Okay, everybody's having. I'm either having issues or everybody else is having issues with Roll20. Everybody keeps dropping and coming back. Okay, so Zermeti, she stops, turns around, and what do? She's obviously, you're not being stealthful, so she's obviously sees you or hears you following her.
I'm gonna walk past her.
You just walk, just ignore her and walk past her?
Yes.
Okay. So you're heading out either towards the side where the armory and the Amazon campsite is, or you go to the right where the main building is. It's a 2-story building. It's wooden and has like a thatch roof and kind of like a Viking longhouse looking kind of thing.
I am going to the armory.
Okay.
Throw her
So,
off.
yeah. So as you walk past her, she looks at you and says, "Are you heading over to the armory?
Yes.
Do you want any company?"
That would be fine. You know what's normal. I could ask you if anything seems out of place.
I just want to help you with your investigation.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Please
Okay.
come with me.
Yeah. Okay. So she says, "Oh, it's over here. The armory is in this direction," and she takes you into a secluded area in some bushes and immediately attacks you.
Excellent.
That's the last time we ever saw Zermetes.
It's okay. I'm not trapped in here with her. She's trapped in here with me.
That's right. And so, because I want there to be good role playing, you guys are going to have to understand that when this is over, you don't know anything happened. Okay? You
All
don't.
right.
Yeah, you guys are going to have to. You guys are going to have to be aware of this. Okay, so
You mean
she
unaware of this?
be aware that you don't know anything. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah. She's actually a goat. No.
She's a goatling.
She is a goatling.
I shouldn't jinx myself like that.
Oh, I know.
Well, you pretty jinxed yourself in a pretty good way when you started singing.
That was intentional. It was a calculated risk.
Okay.
I love
So
that line.
she catches you by surprise. Not really. I mean, you kind of you're on your guard and everything, but you still have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh crap.
The risk I took were calculated, but man.
Wait, I would like to use my
16!
You can't.
Alright.
You're not there. Okay. So
Pretty good roll.
okay. So you guys see the confidant come back.
Crap.
from her encounter with Zermetes. No, you don't know that. You just saw her walk up the trail. Zermetes followed her, and now she's coming back down the trail with a brand new goat, and then she throws the goat into the pen and then walks off.
16?
Yeah.
Sad.
Am I the only one that sees this?
Everybody's been kind of watching to make sure that your goat messenger doesn't get slaughtered. So, yeah, you all see it. All right, Zermetes, you're a goat.
Okay.
And you have no way
I
out.
can't control the goat.
Right.
I run over to the goat messenger.
Okay. You're not really
just-
sure, but yeah, you go up to him.
And I just start bumping him
Yeah.
and making lots of noise.
Yeah.
And, like, I'll bump him.
He
and then
bumps
I'll
you
hit the
back.
fence.
He bumps you back.
And then I hit the fence. And then I bump him, and then I hit the fence. And I'm yelling.
Okay,
the
this
whole time.
warrior comes up and spreads you apart because you guys are obviously at odds with each other, trying to kill each other. So she hollers out to one of her other warrior friends and says, "Looks like we're going to be having goat tonight because these two don't want to stay together." Lamb chops.
Oh no.
So what about the rest of you guys?
I'm just curious where that goat came from, but as long as the messenger don't get cooked up, it's alright.
Now, you have no
Yeah.
idea where this other goat came from, you know, but you also have the ability to talk with animals.
Well, do we hear the commotion going on?
Yeah, you heard it. You heard him say we're going to have lamb tonight.
All right.
Yo, Argus, can you do the thing again?
I think first I'll use the spell Talk with Animals that everyone has, Talk to Human. And I'm gonna walk over to this Amazon.
Okay. So, like, stand back.
Talk to human.
Stand back, Caligarian.
Hi, sorry. Here.
Are you here to
What do you
talk
need to do?
goat to me?
just human with you, I think. Unless, do you speak goat?
I eat goats.
Me too, on occasion. Quite
Yeah.
tasty.
I know, right?
See, I just saw those two goats fighting.
Make a persuasion check.
All right.
You failed.
Persuasion.
I call
Most
it.
likely.
Oh no, you passed. Okay, so she's leaning on the pin fence, and she's listening intently to you, listening to what you have to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, and maybe it's because I kind of am a farmer, and so I am the Caligaris, like
Cliche.
stereotype.
Okay.
But yeah. So I couldn't help those two goats were fighting. Where did that other goat come from? Why was it separated? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know. It might have been caught. It might have been one of the hunting parties might have caught it. It might have been wandering the wilderness and I don't know. The confidant just brought it over and put it in the pen because she does that from time to time. She's in charge of the food supplies.
Oh, do you usually catch goats?
Wild animals? Yeah, we
Wild
catch
goats?
wild animals. Whatever's available, we'll. Sometimes goats, sometimes deer, sometimes chickens, and she points at a couple of the chickens.
Of those,
We don't eat cow though.
Hmm.
That's a Zeus's. Those are for Zeus.
Of goat, chicken, deer, which one is the best?
Oh, the goat, of course. Now, Zermedes, you see Argus over there talking to the Amazon, and you understand everything he says.
Mhm.
You just can't speak. Well, you can. It's just goat. It just comes out all wrong.
I run straight over towards the fence, exactly like the messenger did with me, buying my head off.
Okay. Oh, sorry. And the Amazon lady says, "Oh, sorry. This is a troubled one. It's wild. Wild animals usually have a hard time adjusting to captivity." And she starts poking you with her spear. Not hard, just enough to make you feel the tip. Just the tip.
Oh. Do I have stubby little horns or nice little curled ones?
You got the same that's on the picture.
Okay. I'm gonna try to tie up the spear in my horns. Like,
You and your 4 hit points are going to try to do that?
not in a fighty way, just okay, I guess that is probably going to end with me getting stabbed. Never mind, that's a bad idea.
Okay, so you like just try to knock it to the side.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. You see this, Argus? What are you doing?
Here, let me try. I produce a second apple and give it to Germedes.
Well, it's not Germedes, it's a goat.
The goat, yes.
And this goat comes over and starts talking like he has something to say. Like and then he locks up and falls over. It's involuntary. They don't have any control over that. Okay, so you give him
I guess first, what happens with the apple?
Argus?
I
Is it
eat your
Germedes?
apple.
He doesn't eat it.
I
Interesting.
smack it out of your hand and say in goat.
Yeah. So then I cast Speak with Animal.
Okay.
There's no time for this, Argus. Change
So
me
can
back
you
already so I can kill them all.
awareness of the beast unlimited, but beast can give you information about it. Okay. Is it a beast? You were able to persuade a beast. No, that's wait. You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts, plural. Okay. So you can actually talk to the chickens too if you wanted to. And all the other goats. The other goats would only be able to give you basic information like, this grain sucks. I wonder when I'm next. That kind of stuff. But these other 2 goats right there are comprehensible. You can basically understand. They can hold a conversation with you because they're intelligent. Okay, so the messenger goes. He actually has something to say. Oh yeah. I meant to tell you this, but but I tried telling you this earlier, but I think you just ignored me or started walking away when I was trying to finish my sentence.
What is it?
Yeah, okay. So I saw myself because you asked me about the night that I spent and then I turned into a goat. When Hippolyta came down from her high horse or wherever she stays, and she came down to talk to me, but I wasn't there because I was a goat. But I was there. I was standing in the middle of the courtyard, and I was throwing all kinds of insults and profanities at Hippolyta, but that wasn't me. I was a goat.
Oh, so you saw yourself, but it wasn't really you.
Right.
I interrupt the messenger. Argus, change me back now and I will kill them all.
Is that you, Zermetes? Who? How did you end up as a goat? What happened?
The Confidant changed me. It was over in a flash, and she brought me back here, and I'm going
Okay,
to hang her from a tree.
right when this happens, the Confidant comes down the hill with 4 Amazon warriors. Okay, hold on. Let me get all these training Amazons out of the way. Whoops, I didn't mean to take the sword dummy. Okay, so these 4 Amazons and the Confidant and Hippolyta come down the steps, and the Confidant, here, let's change her name to Theatralis. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so Hippolyta and Theatralis come down, and Theatralis is saying profanities, basically. She says, let me see, I gotta scroll. Oh, yeah, this is what she says. She goes, those Caligarians have broke into our food supply and they poisoned it. And they are traitorous and treacherous. So we should take care of them. And you know what that means? It means initiative. Because these Amazons are leaping to action to kill you.
What's a goat's dexterity?
Not high. No, I don't know. Here, let's change the name of this token to Zermetes. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see the names. And let's open a character sheet. There you go. 4.1.
Oh.
So you have an attack. It's called Ram. Okay. You also have something called Charge and a Sure-Footed. You have advantage on Strength and Dex saving throws. That would normally knock you prone. And Charge. If you move 20 feet straight, which you can move 40, you do extra damage on a hit. And you might knock them prone. Just want to let you know, this is not something that reducing you to 0 hit points brings you back to Zermetes' form. If you're brought to 0 hit points, you're dead. This is not it's not shapeshift.
Okay. It's true polymorph, not regular polymorph.
Right.
Good. I love a challenge.
Right. Okay, so you guys all rolled initiative? Yes. Okay. So the daughter of Ares and
The what?
Oh.
Yeah, let me see if this works.
But we just got blessed by his father.
Hey, it works. All right. So Theatralis. Oh, Amazon Warriors. Right. What about them? We'll put them all in one bucket. And then we'll descend this. And this other goat, yeah, he acts immediately with a reaction to hide. Okay. So, Hippolyta, daughter of Ares, says, let's go, ladies. Okay. Where is she? Oh, I don't have her character sheet. There we go. And she moves with the grace of a god, steps forward and sees that there is Gallus here, and she will use her spear to attack you. Hopefully you have an armor class. Okay. Boom. Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. So it does 9 damage, but she's going to use a maneuver die to add an extra d10. So 2 more damage, so a total of 11. And you have to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone. Basically, sweep to the legs.
What did that be? Strength?
You fall prone, unless you were a goat. And then she will strike you with her spear a second time, with advantage now. 23 for 12. And then she'll strike you with her spear a third time. A 19, does that do damage? Does that hit you?
Yes.
For 10 more.
Amazons are mean!
Well, the daughter of Ares is. She is a taskmaster, after all. You can tell that she's obeying Theatralis.
Argus.
Okay, so Raxus, it is now your turn. You hear a fight outside.
All right, I'm like, what in hate is going on? And I'm gonna come out the tent.
Okay. You can move full if you want. The flap of the tent is not going to slow you down. And it looks like these two Amazon warriors, if they wanted to do an attack of opportunity, they couldn't because they haven't had a chance to act yet, and they don't get reactions until they have had their turn. So you could just run past them with no problem.
All right. I'm pretty sure I used my full movement because I'm going to be at 40.
10, 20, 30. Okay.
That's
35. That's 40. That's 40. You're right. Because of the diagonals.
And I'm asking, why are we being... What is going on here?
Oh, you heard all the comments. They're not talking anymore. They are just going to work. They got their spears out, their shields out, their eyes are kind of glazed over, like it's not their own mind.
Never mind then, since that's my full action. I got my spear and shield, so that's my turn. Also,
well, that's only your move.
I will bonus action Shield of Faith on Gallus.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's only your move and a bonus action. You still have an action. You can move again, or you could hold.
I will then hold an action to attack anyone who gets within range of me.
Okay, good deal. So that's concentration, right, for the Shield of Faith?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, there you go. So Gallus, you got an extra 2 armor class. And it is
Good
now
luck,
your
man.
and it is now your turn. You are prone next to a demigod.
I'm gonna get up.
Yep. I got you.
That's...
Half your move.
I don't really need to move right now. I'm gonna use, clever as the gods.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to know what your deception roll is.
25.
That's pretty good. She has an insight of 8. I'm assuming you're doing it on Hypolita.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so she's every attack on her has advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hitting someone in the back is unworthy of a warrior. 16.
You miss.
Nah.
She's wearing a breastplate and she's got this big shield.
Damn.
Anything
Yeah,
else?
that's it. No.
Okay. And that lasts till the end of your next turn, right?
Yeah.
No, beginning of
the
your next
start
turn.
of the...
Okay.
That's why I need to do it before I attack to have it.
Okay. So these 2 warriors here, the ones by the tent, are a little bit confused and don't act. They just basically stand there. The warrior in the pen is not really prepared to do any fighting, so it doesn't really fight. But these 4 warriors back here are part of the hit squad, so they decide to make a move. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so one of them runs up to Raxus and says, "Here, take a spear." 11? Probably not.
Nope.
Yep, the other one goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Then this one goes, and holding her action. Then the next one goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Holding her action. And this one says, oh yeah, we got to get Argus too. I forgot about him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. She sprints and gets all the way up to next to you, but can't attack.
Lucky me.
Lucky you. And then it goes to Theatralis. And what does she do? Yeah, Theatralis. Hmm. she moves to right there. It looks like she's holding an action. It looks like, yes, she has a sword, a spear, and a shield, but she puts the spear in one hand, and she's got her other hand out, like flexing her fingers, ready to make some kind of mystical incantation. But she's not actually casting a spell, so you don't actually, because if you hold a spell, you have to actually cast it until you use it. So she didn't actually cast it. It looks like she's getting ready to cast it, if that makes sense. Okay, Argus.
I yell out, Alice, Raxus, the confidant turns her maze into a goat.
Cups out blood.
And I cast, under my breath, I'm like, I hope this works. And I cast Dispel Magic on Zermedes.
Okay.
The goat in front of me.
Okay, so you go Dispel Magic. What level are you casting it at?
Third.
Yeah, I ask that because Theatralis is casting Counterspell.
Did she lose the spell she was casting?
She didn't cast a spell. This is a reaction. So she goes, boom. Attempt to interrupt a creature, right? If it's 4th level or higher, make an ability check. Otherwise, your spell has been canceled.
No.
You've been cancelled.
Yeah, so unless one of the other guys casts Counterspell, they don't. Okay, so you burn the spell slot, and Dispel Magic is not cast. Would you like to move?
Not really.
Right. Right. So you go to Dispel, and she's like, no, you don't. Poof.
Counter!
And you're not moving. Okay. Zermedes the goat.
The goat.
Can I speak? Can I understand the other goats?
You cannot. You don't speak goat. You understand all the Greeks. You understand what they're saying.
Okay.
You
That's
just
unfortunate.
Yeah, you just can't yeah.
I tell them that. Ooh, the messenger goat can't understand me either, can he?
He can only understand Greek.
Why?
Okay.
Let's rise, my brothers.
That's right.
I look at the messenger goat and I go, "Rah, rah," and then
Right.
I start ramming the gate.
Okay. I'm going to give this other goat an initiative. There we go.
Better than Zermedes.
And I'll put him in the order. There we go. And you can jump over it. You're a goat.
Oh, I can?
You're a goat.
Your goat.
You're a goat.
Yeah, but that defeats the purpose of the pen. I figured they would have made it high enough.
No.
Oh.
They have
Yeah,
someone
'cause
tending the goats.
The
I'm going
goats
to-
know better.
Jump out of the pen.
Right, where are you going? Next to this warrior right there? Boop.
Yep.
Okay, that's half your move.
And, okay.
So you only have 20 feet left.
And I wanna. Can I do a shove attack?
Yeah, that's basically what it is. If you charge 20 feet, then you can knock someone prone.
Oh.
Oh, you want to just shove the warrior?
Yeah, I want to knock her down.
Okay, yeah, you can do that as your ram instead. Just knock her prone. It won't do any damage or anything.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. What
You feel like you have a strength of 12, which is +1.
Meh.
Okay, so this Amazon warrior has to make an athletics check or acrobatics and get more than a 10.
Yeah.
13.
Meh.
You only have one action, one attack. Anything
Yeah,
else?
I figured. No, I'm good.
Okay. You're not really threatening. So this warrior's not really concerned with you. She's more concerned with Argus. Okay, Hippolyta. Oh. So, a worthy warrior. You can take my hits. I guess I'll have to pump up her chest. Okay, so you see that her muscles all grow at an order of magnitude, like Hulk.
She can range.
Yeah, she just hulks out, and then she strikes you with her spear. She rolls a 24. I assume that hits even with the +2?
Yes.
Okay, so you take 7, and she's going to use a combat maneuver to knock you prone. So that's a strength saving throw versus 15.
If I fail this, I die.
Well, no, the saving throw knocks you prone.
Yeah, but she has a third attack.
Oh, right. So you failed. So you are prone. So far it's done 8 damage. Just a second. She hulked out. So that's an extra D6.
But Gals, don't you have uncanny dodge?
3. Okay, so she did a total of 11 damage with that attack. And knocked you prone. Anything else? No? Oh, yeah, me. Okay, so she'll hit you with the spear again. 23. It hits.
I'm gonna reaction shield.
A shield causes it to miss?
Yes, +5, it gives me 25.
Okay, she'll strike you again.
She has 4?
No. The hulking was free. So she gets a 25. That hits for 10. But because she's a Hulk, it actually gives her 1 extra point of damage. So she did 11. And you've already used your reaction.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Well, even if I had another one, half of that would still have knocked me out.
But you're at 5, right?
Yeah, so half of 10 is 5.
Oh. So you were at 5 before this last attack?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're at 0. And not only are you prone, but you're bleeding out. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, this is... As you go down, you see that her eyes are milky white. Raxus.
Where's Theastralis at on this map?
Right there.
Well, time to do something stupid. I'm going right towards her.
Okay. So this one Amazon warrior will get an attack of opportunity. And I do believe it'll be a miss. Rolled an 11. You're still in range of Hippolyta, so there's no attack of opportunity there. Okay, yeah, so there's this Theatralis right there. What are you gonna do? I assume, okay, so you're gonna strike her. A 17 does hit.
And I'll put superiority die for a trip attack on this one.
Okay, is that strength or prone?
Yep, strength or prone.
Okay. Any damage you hit? There we go.
19 points of damage.
Okay. When you hit her, you see that there is an illusionary appearance that's what she looks like. But she's trying to play off that she's an Amazon warrior.
All right.
Just a second. You said you did 19? Okay.
And she has to make a 15 strength save or get knocked prone.
Okay. She rolls an 18. She is incredibly strong for yeah, she's just incredibly strong. She is powerful.
Well, here we go again with another stab. I'll use my PVI to reroll.
Okay. Go ahead and reroll. A 10 does miss, but it's not a fumble. Okay. So, yeah, her appearance changes to this hag-looking creature, and she lets out a little bit of a cackle, like, so now you can see me for what I really am, but it's too late. I already have them under my control.
The only thing Raxus can say when he sees you is like, oh, Festus, you are fucking ugly. You look worse than Service's taint.
You do notice that hitting her did not cause a concentration check. They are in her control. She's not concentrating on it. Zermetes is turned into a goat. She is not concentrating on that.
Well, I'm gonna keep going.
A little attack
action
here.
Surge. Action surge. Let's do it.
Okay, I was wondering. $11 does miss, but a 24 hits.
Or 13 damage.
13 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so she took some damage. You actually are hitting her now where she looks like she should be hit instead of some fake Amazon body.
Well, I have done all I can this turn, so that's that on me.
You have a bonus action.
You
have a helmet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You moved 20. You did move 20 feet straight.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about my helmet.
Just trying to help you out. Because Hippolyta, the daughter of Ares, can take on a party of you guys by yourself.
I doubt that is.
You are maybe right. She doesn't have armor like an Amazon. She's actually quite thick-skinned. So yeah, you missed. Yeah, she's wearing like maybe extra skin. No, she's not. But she's a hag. Possibly wishing she had her eye back. No, I don't know. I'm just playing. Okay.
Well, I don't know. I can, so...
Okay, Gallus needs to make a death saving throw.
My last two recording death save have been won. Let's see if the curse persists. No.
That's green. So you've got one green saving throw. Okay. So you're stabilizing. And she's no longer disadvantaged on any attack against her. So the Amazon warriors. Well, this warrior here is going to strike Argus, or try to. Like, stop messing with goats. Ugh, stop poisoning our food. You're the baddie. She rolls a 17.
That hits me for 8.
For 8. That is correct. And then she does it again. For 9.
Haha.
That's a miss.
No.
Okay. Are you concentrating on anything? No. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, and then this warrior chases Raxus down and tries to strike him in the back. It's a little... Okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay, so strikes at Raxus with a spear, rolls a 23. Does that hit? Okay, so that's 8 points of damage and a concentration saving throw. It doesn't really matter now that Gallus is out, but you never know. If someone tries to permanently kill him, he'll still get his +2 armor. Okay, you're good. Yeah. You just needed to get like a 11. Strikes you with a spear the second time. 7. That's a miss. All right. So where is everyone? Really, we only have Raxus, Gallus, and Argus. Okay, so this Amazon and this Amazon engage in a fight against each other. Right? These two Amazons down here are fighting each other because one says, "Can't you see the hag? Stop helping the hag." And the other one says, "No, I'm following Hypolita's orders." And then they go at each other. This one runs over here, and this one runs over here, and they're all fighting one warrior. Okay, so effectively, this one warrior is taken out of the fight, but we'll see exactly how long that warrior can last against 3 Amazons. And then we'll go to the goat. He jumps the fence. Okay. And then we go to Argus.
Okay. Does it look like what's her name? Thealea?
Hypolita?
No. The
hag?
Yeah, the hag. Is she doing the spellcasting thing? Can I see
that? She is Theatralis.
Okay. Theatralis.
Yeah. She is currently engaged with Raxus in a hand-to-hand fight.
Okay. Well, I cast a spell.
Okay.
And my first spell is going to be Misty Step.
Okay.
Does
30
she
feet.
interrupt it?
She does not care what you do with Misty Step. Now, Dispel Magic she might care about.
Please use all the Dispel
What kind of
Magic
range does Dispel Magic have? 60 feet, right?
It's like 120.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm not sure how counterspell works. Are you able to, like, you can pick based off of what they say?
Yeah.
Of what spell they cast?
As long as she knows what spell it is. Like, if she says, like, if you were to counterspell one of my spells, right? If I have a villain out here casting, I'll say, he's casting Magic Missile. And you say, I'm going to counterspell that. Or you would say no. Or you wouldn't, right? He's casting Misty Step. Okay, I'm going to allow it. You know, whatever. But I would only tell you that if you knew what the spell was. So, like, if you didn't know what magic missile was, then I would say she's casting a spell, and you wouldn't know. So you would have to decide.
Magic.
I see.
But she knows what dispel magic sounds like,
Okay.
and that wasn't it.
Okay, in that case then, I cast Moonbeam on her.
Okay.
Moonbeam. Because I can't cast the spell magic then, she'll just counterspell it.
She has spell slots too, you know.
But probably more.
I assume right there looks good?
Yep. And then for my movement, I've got 30 feet. I'm like 30 feet away. Look over here.
What the hell? I got all these little things. Boop. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Zermedes.
This will either kill me or save us. I'm disengaging from this Amazon.
Okay.
I doubt she cares about me, but just in case.
Right.
And I am booking it
To the
for the
moonbeam.
moonbeam right here.
40 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It even undid a curse from the gods temporarily. Maybe it can change me back before I die from the damage from it.
Okay, roll damage.
Moonbeam.
Yeah. You're instantly evaporated. Did more than 8 points of damage to you.
So Zermes is dead.
Yep.
He's not. He no longer exists. He is a.
Oh!
He just went.
Oh, okay.
There in Skyrim, you would see an ash pile.
I gambled, and I lost.
Damn.
Guess you weren't a shapeshifter.
You were not a shapeshifter.
Nice try, though.
He clearly said you were not a shapeshifter, you were a goat.
I told you that.
That means nothing to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
You can still be brought back. Just because you're dead doesn't mean you're gone.
We'll meet you at Cerberus.
You have an egg that can revive you.
If I don't die too.
If you don't die too. But if you die just normally, then someone with diamonds can bring you back. I.e., someone with Revivify.
Yes.
Okay, so one less goat. Hippolyta, daughter of Ares,
You need to dispel Hippolyta.
looks over at Raxus and sees that he is fighting his confidant. He's fighting my confidant. So I'm going to spear you. I roll a 10 and
Nope,
obviously
and you
miss.
get a riposte for that.
Okay. Give it. Gimme. That hits. Are you throwing superiority die in there?
And my riposte was part of it.
Oh, it is. It is. Okay, right.
Mhm.
So 17, what is that, 21?
Yep.
Okay, she takes 21 damage and feels the pain. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Raxus ain't messing around no more. He's just done with today.
So she'll use her second spear attack against you. Rolls a 15. That
Still
misses.
misses.
Third, 17.
No.
Wow.
To add insult to injury, Raxus is just ignoring her because he's just done.
Okay. Well, she was like, and you just like blocked. Now it's your turn.
Yup.
I'm somewhat insulted because I know we have the same AC.
I'm gonna keep going after Thelastalia. Thelastalia, whatever her name is.
Right. Theatralis. Okay. Very good.
You try.
Oh, I closed her character sheet. Wonderful. Okay. Thinking she wasn't going to be here for another turn. A 15 misses. Yeah, misses.
Yeah, but it didn't, Mason.
25 hits.
25 do it.
Yeah, 25 hits. So is that 15 damage?
It is.
Okay, minus 15. Okay,
And yeah, that is my turn. I'm happy where I'm at.
okay. So then we go to Gallus on a death saving throw. You might stabilize if you roll a 20. Or you might get 2 negatives. Okay, so you got 1 green, 2 red. Amazon warriors. This turn, this one Amazon warrior that was loyal to Theatralis is dead. And then this other one over here, next to Hippolyta, attacks Raxus with her spear. 20.
That'll do it.
Okay, so the first time in a turn this warrior hits a target with a melee weapon, she will use a maneuver die for the following effects. Knock prone. Strength.
Alright. So, yep, I'm going prone then, probably.
12, you are. She knocks you prone and then uses her second melee. And you notice it didn't add any extra damage. And then she throws in a second spear attack with advantage. She rolls a 20 again. So that hits for another 9 damage. So total, really, you only took 14 points of damage. Right? 9 and 5. But she did get you on the ground, though. Now you need to make 2 concentration saving throws. One at a 10 and another one at a 10. Unless you just want to drop concentration. Yep, you're good. Gallus still has his Shield of Faith. Goat continues to run away. He's going to run back to... he's hiding in the corner. He's not running too far away.
What about
Yeah, what happened to her
Leopold?
turn? What happened to her turn? She's no longer in there anymore.
Yeah, I was about to say, did some go,
Oh, I rolled initiative for her other token. Okay. I'm just going to roll initiative and put her in. It doesn't like me. Oh, wait.
It doesn't like me either if that makes you feel better.
She has a 3.2. Okay, so she'll go right after Argus.
Okay. Shoot. Okay. I turn into bear and I run towards her. Bear mode activated.
You're bearing down on her.
Yes. Nope, not shark. There we go, bear. And sorry, I wasn't prepared. My bad.
That's fine.
Their move speed is 40. So I think I can move all the way up to her. Or I guess, no, sorry, my action was to turn into the bear. Yeah, so I can only move 40. Yeah.
That's right.
Cool.
Okay, so anything else?
Nope.
Don't forget to give yourself some hit points.
Yes, I'll do that.
And you're concentrating, and then when it starts her turn, she gets beamed. Does she make a saving throw?
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, you got to do it anyway. There you go. 15 con.
It's a 15, yeah.
She rolls an 8. So she'll take 9.
Radiant damage.
Okay. She does burn a little bit. And then she thinks to herself, maybe I should have counterspelled that.
But she didn't.
She didn't. So she'll take a 5-foot step, and then she's casting a spell. Do you want to try to counterspell it?
We're thinking of it like that.
No? Okay. She goes invisible.
And we're dead.
And she continues to move away from Raxus. So if you want, you can hear her footsteps going away from you. So if you want to take a disadvantage attack roll on her, you can as an attack of opportunity.
I'll go for it.
Might as well, right? With disadvantage, you rolled a 10, which misses.
Yeah, worth a shot.
Okay, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Okay. It's Hippolyta's turn. You can see that she has her eyes glazed over. She is not in control of her own faculties, and she attacks Raxus with a spear attack. And since he's prone, it's advantage. 22.
I'll do it.
She's trying to knock your weapon out of your hand, so make a dex saving throw. Yikes. Okay, so you were carrying a Ermanthian war spear.
Mm-hmm.
It lands. Right there. Okay. Give me a second. Right there. Basically, she knocks it out of your hand and it flies 5 feet away from you into the moonbeam. So to retrieve it, you have to reach into the moonbeam. Okay, so that was her first spear attack. She goes with another one. 26. It hits. Oh yeah. But either way, It hits for 12. She's hulked out or completely forgot about that, so I'll just roll 2 dice. Okay, so the first one you took a total of 9 damage, and then the second one you took 17 damage. And then her third one, she rolls a 13 and misses. So you have to make 2 saving throws, looking for 10s. Yeah, you're good. Okay, so that's her. And she's like, she says to you, Raxus, get up, fight like a man. All right, it's your turn.
All right, I'll get up and I'm reaching into the moon. And I'll first off, bonus action to use second wind.
Okay.
And then I'll reach into the moonbeam and grab my spear.
Okay, you get a saving throw. Constitution, I do believe. Wait, yeah, everybody gets affected. So go ahead and give them the Constitution 15.
Oh, nice. So you only take 8.
Right, so you take 8 damage. You get your spear back. You stand up.
Let's get to work.
Yeah, you still have your action. Picking up off the ground is normally an action, but since you were prone, I'm going to say no problem. 22 hits. I assume you're attacking the daughter. There you go.
Yup.
And you did 17 damage. Okay. Anything else? That's just one attack, so there you go. Oh, that's a hit. Another 19 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She goes, yeah, that's more like it. Anything else?
That is my turn.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Gallus, here it is. Don't roll a 1 through 9.
Aw, you jinxed it.
Well, we'll see. Gallus dies. Amazon warriors. Okay. Well,
Don't
this
do
one
that.
Amazon warrior was going to run up and give you medical aid, but since she can't do that, these 3 are going to run up and engage this warrior right here in a grappling contest. They're going to try to pin her down. And because of that, this Amazon warrior is having to fight back against them. So these 4 are pretty much engaged. Argus?
Okay.
You didn't have a single healing word.
Nope. Otherwise I would have on you.
So you're dead now.
Yeah. I will move Moonbeam onto Hippolea.
Okay.
Belita. Down 1 over to the left.
Oh, you want to block Raxus? Or, okay. Oh, so you could get in there. Right.
Because Raxus can still attack her.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I will move down here.
There?
Yep.
Okay, you're squeezing between the shrine and the Amazons. Just basically means you have disadvantage. But with Raxus being there, you could actually go there. No, you can't. Not really. But with Raxus being there, you have advantage, so it cancels out.
Okay, I just
So
want to
it's-
block her. She can't move.
You don't want to attack?
My action was to move the Moonbeam.
Oh, that's an action? Okay. So you're just keeping her from running away.
Yeah.
Okay. Theatralis continues to move around. She's good. Just watching the fight to see what happens. Hippolyta. I have to take damage. Give me a roll. Start my turn in the moonbeam. Concentration. Constitution.
Does she pass the 15? Does she take 4 or 2?
She rolls a 13.
Guess she will take 4.
That's right. Well, yep, it's 4. She burns a little bit. Moves away from the bear. So if you want to give an attack of opportunity, you can. I think
will.
attacks of opportunity are supposed to be done with weapons, but that's okay. We'll go with a claw or a bite. I think it's still considered a weapon attack. Claw or a bite.
Claw.
Okay, that seems more reasonable. You hit her with a 19.
Nice, for 11.
Wow. Okay, so that ain't good. Yeah, Raxus getting attacked. Spear. 15. She does not have advantage. Yeah, she doesn't have advantage because these warriors are not really giving her advantage. They're being grappled. Okay, so you get a riposte, yeah. 16 misses, though. So she'll go with another attack, hoping to hit. 24 does hit. She does 13 damage. And you have to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone. You're knocked prone. You're down to 2 hit points, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. She'll take her third and final attack with advantage. Rolls a 16.
That misses. Oh, God.
It misses. All right. And it's your turn.
I get right back up and keep going against her.
Okay. So you stand up. Yeah. Go ahead. Oh, you rolled a 19? Yep, 19 hits.
Now I want to try and use a trip attack against her.
Okay. Like she's doing to you? That doesn't count.
Roll damage for the first one.
Yep, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. Look, the 19. That's okay. That's okay. The 19 hits. And you do 21 damage?
Yep, and she has to make a 15 strength save or get knocked down.
She rolls a 24, but with the 21 damage, you see that she is knocked down and out.
All right.
Her roids go away. She's not hulked out as much anymore. And she looks like she's bleeding out. Come on now, I'm trying to hit
hostile Amazons around.
I totally forgot about this one up here. But once this one gets disabled, the other 3 run over there and take care of this one. So, no, there's no more hostile Amazons. The fight is not over, though. And I say that because Theatralis is still out there somewhere.
I yell to the Amazons, find the hag who is taking control of Hippolyta. Now. And I'm going to try and... Can I do a perception check to see if there's any footprints she may have left behind? So I can try and go on the hunt down for her?
Yeah. Hold on.
Alright.
Okay, so say again what you were just saying.
I was yelling out to everyone, help find the hag who is taking control of Hippolyta. She cannot have gone far. And can I do a perception check to see if I see any footprints she may have left behind?
Yeah, absolutely. Make a perception check.
Nat 20.
Yeah, you see some footprints heading over to the pen, and then I'm gonna give Hippolyta a death saving throw since nobody's paying attention to her. Ah, 2 deaths. One more and she is dead.
Well, I'm gonna go towards the pin, since that's the last place I saw her footprints at.
So you're gonna let Hippolyta die. Okay, that's good.
Because as far as Raxus knows, if I let Theostralis get away, we have no chance. This all repeats all over again.
Okay, Argus, while Raxus is looking around for footprints, what are you doing?
Right. I'm looking again in.
Don't move. Don't move. You don't get another turn yet, Argus.
Yeah, I'm looking. Will my moonbeam revert me back to human form? Or basically, because it's a full action, right, to come back to human. I want to stabilize Hippolyta.
Have you learned nothing from Zermetes?
Right. You are a shape changer, so yes, it would revert you back.
Okay. Then that's what I do. I enter my own moonbeam.
Right, like you pass through it so that you can get to the other side. Okay.
I revert back. I guess I take damage from that then.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah. Make a bear concentration check. I mean, a bear
let me roll the
constitution
damage
save.
first. Yeah.
Right, and then your bear has
And
to make a
that bear.
constitution save.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you leave the beam, you revert back to being a bear. It's only temporary. So while if you don't stop in the beam, but you could just drop the concentration at any time, right? So you can go in, revert back to being Argus, and then drop the beam.
But you're saying that would make me, I'd come back to being a bear.
If you stepped out of it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then I'll stay in the beam and cast, or try to stop Hippolyta's bleeding.
Okay, is dropping... You can just drop concentration if you want. That's what I'm saying. If you want to get rid of the beam so you don't take a damage again.
Right, I guess the point is I was trying to stay in bear, or stay in human form. I think it's too complicated. I'll just take one action to turn back into human.
Right, because as soon as the beam stops, you would go back to being a bear. Right. Okay. Yeah, right. I was thinking that if you were in the beam and you stop concentration, you would remain, but you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
you're actually gonna change into a human.
Yeah.
In the beam.
I guess because I stepped in it. Yeah.
Right. You can just remove the blue damage. It would have all gone against the bear, so that's no problem.
Yeah.
And then you can save her, or try to save her, as your action.
Yeah. Okay.
It's medicine. All you need is a 10. Medicine 10. Yeah, okay. So you stabilize her. She's not bleeding out anymore.
Okay.
Okay, and then Raxus follows the path around.
That's possible.
And then you turn back into a bear. Right. That's right. You go in, turn to a human.
Sorry. Never mind. I'll just. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'll just stay in the moonbeam. I'm very confused about when I am bear and when I'm not.
Well,
There's nothing wrong with stepping out and turning back into a bear.
yeah, you've already done the medicine.
Okay. Yeah.
Though, I'm dead.
Yeah. I want to cast a spell next turn, but that's fine.
Well, you can't unless you stay in your moonbeam.
Yeah.
But why don't you just...
I'll just turn back into a human normally after my next turn.
Well, when you take damage, you got to make a concentration check.
Right.
So if you want to fail that, the moonbeam will go away. Okay, you don't. You don't fail it. You haven't damaged the bear, though.
Yes. I'll subtract 9.
Okay. So you're staying in as a human. Okay.
Yes.
Suffering your own beam.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries. These Amazons that are not tied up, the ones that are basically trusted by you, or you have their trust, they are helping look for Hippolyta. They don't know what they're, or Theatralis. They don't know what they're looking for. And Raxus, you basically walk all the way up to the stone, and then you lose the trail.
All right, that's my turn.
Yeah. Well, that's multiple turns, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's good.
Still.
Okay, and then Argus, on your turn, what would you like to do?
I'll
Everybody's stable or dead.
I'll reach to my necklace. My fancy amulet
Okay.
with a diamond in the center.
Okay.
And on the goat ash pile,
Okay.
I cast Revival.
Why don't you just get rid of this beam as your action? Or I should say, why don't you drop concentration, it disappears, and then on your action, turn to a human being? Because Revivify has a whole minute.
Yeah, that's gonna.
Isn't it one action? Wait.
Yeah.
No, that takes a whole minute to do.
It says casting
It
time.
says one action. One
No,
action.
no. The target can be dead for up to a minute.
Yeah.
So there's no rush.
There's like 4 rounds left, I think.
Well, if you have the moonbeam up for 4 rounds, then it would be about the same, maybe 6 more rounds.
It is the same, yeah. Yeah, I don't think, like... either way, I'm taking damage against the bear while I'm in here, or no?
Yeah, you're getting burned every turn.
But it's on the bear damage?
It's on the bear.
Okay, yeah, so I'll just stay in here, it doesn't matter. Yeah. This is what I do. I cast Revivify.
Okay. Make Constitution saving throw. And take damage.
Yep. Yeah.
And then you make the save. This is the start of your turn, FYI. You get hit by the moonbeam. You take damage. You have to make a Constitution saving throw for concentration.
And then Moonbeam goes away anyway.
And you fail. You turn back into a bear. And so now you don't revivify.
Okay, well then my action is I turn back into a human.
That's what I'm saying. Why didn't you do that before? I mean, it's going to happen anyway. Just get rid of the frickin' moonbeam. And then because there's no rush. There's no rush in time because the trail has gone cold. Everybody that's dead or recovering is fine. And then eventually you revivify, and Zermetes returns with 1 hit point, or whatever it is.
Why did you revivify the one that could revivify another person?
And you revivify a goat.
Because I don't think I was ever told about
No, you're right.
No.
the egg.
That's what happened.
Everybody knows about your egg. But yeah, you revivify, and the goat reforms. With 1 hit point.
I see.
That's what Revivify does, right? 1 hit point?
Yeah, 1 hit point.
Okay. There's Zermetes. He's back.
But he's a goat.
He's a goat.
Yeah.
Killing him doesn't remove the thing that affects him.
Yeah, that's why we gotta look for the hag. So.
So, Zermetes, what would you like to do as a goat? Just sit there?
I'm just going to lay there and not move.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you that all 20 warriors that are still active or whatever come down to see what the commotion's all about. If Hypolita was still alive, there was going to be 20 warriors eventually turning on you guys, but you showed that there was a hag. They realized that Hypolita was
Being controlled.
like being mind controlled or whatever, but they're also sort of a little bit mind controlled themselves, and they feel like they're not sure what to think. They're not really hostile towards you guys. They're like, thank you for breaking this curse. You know, I don't know what's going on, why this is happening, etc., etc. And then you got this Gallus just laying there, bleeding out. Everyone and their brother knows about the egg. That's not a secret.
And the trail for Theostyles has gone completely cold, right? I can't track for anything else.
And if it
means a lot to me.
yeah, you
too,
lost her
Raxus.
trail. You can't track her over the stone.
Worth a shot to try. Shot.
I run over to Gallus' dead body,
Right,
trying
right.
to stop the bleeding. On the
Right.
corpse.
Yeah, he's still. There's blood leaking out of his wounds, but his heart's not beating. So it's not like because there's no heart. So, Goat, what are you going to do? You have your You have all your faculties.
Yeah. Gonna run up to Argus and keep bumping him and going meh, meh.
Okay, he's bumping you.
I cast the... Yeah, speak with animal.
Okay. You can speak to him.
What is it, Zermetes?
What happened? Change me back, please.
I tried to do that, but the hag stopped it, and I think you died there. You jumped into the beam and burst to flame. But I brought you back. You're here.
It was excruciating. Where's the hag?
She turned invisible. She's still alive.
That's not good. Can you change me back now that she's gone?
No, nope.
I mean, if she can't, if she stops you again, we'll know where she is.
I don't have the power to do it today.
Zermedes, you see Gallus laying on the ground dead.
Gallus was slain. My hands are like covered in his blood.
I know I saw his egg at one point. Did I? I
You
don't
know,
remember.
you know about it.
Okay.
Everybody knows about it. You guys have been together for 2 months.
I'm gonna root around in his pouch with my little goat mouth.
Okay.
What are you looking
Find
for?
an egg.
Break the egg.
Yeah, so he's going for his rations. No.
And,
yeah. You
like,
can
I
find
just-
it. It's nice and protected, wrapped up and everything. A lot like Gallus himself.
I slide it out of the bag. Meh, meh,
Okay, you guys see this little egg.
meh.
What
Did
is
I
Mr.
not
Mendes?
did I not show it to everybody? I could have swore I did.
The egg?
Yeah.
Touch it to him. He said it's
Okay.
magic.
Yeah, right there.
And he can't get mad if it's used on him.
Yeah, you got one of these bad boys right there.
Don't put words in my mouth.
When broken open and sacrificed, the egg grants the user 1 use of resurrection.
And resurrection, you can wait a while. Like, revivify, less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Resurrection is less than a century.
Right. As long as you're not undead. And your soul is free.
Is my soul free?
I'm not going to let them know.
But yeah, then I guess how do I know? How do I know how to use the egg? Is it just like innate when you touch it, you understand, or was I told about it before?
Well,
Yeah, everybody knows. It's a legendary item. It's like mythological. It's an egg that comes from the goose that lays the golden egg.
Okay.
Like, if I had a dragon tooth, I know what I need to do with it. Plan it.
Okay. Then I begin the ritual.
Okay, casting this. Okay, well, it's not ritual. You just, well, yeah, you break it open and yeah.
Oh, it
You-
is a ritual. The
you-
casting time is an hour.
Yeah, you spill the what you call it, you break it over him and you mix it in with his flesh. You put the egg yolk inside of his wounds and stuff. You try to close it up. Until you finish a long rest, you cannot cast spells.
I think that might have been true already.
right. But yeah, you're done with spells. But Gallus is alive. Oh, and Zermedes is still a goat.
A goat.
Meh.
There you go, Gallus. Full hit points.
But I have a -4 to everything.
But you're alive, though.
Gallus, you're back.
What happened? What year is it?
You're only dead for a few minutes. Well, I guess an hour.
No, yeah, an hour and a couple of minutes, yeah. Yeah, so you can go ahead and delete that egg off your character sheet. It is the gone. And that's why you had it, to bring you back, give you that extra life. Okay, so Hypolita is laying there. The couple of the warriors will take her and carry her body back to her place, lay her in her bed, and let her recover from these wounds and tend to her and stuff like that. Your guards said, I knew there was something special about you guys. And then the goat returns, wondering if, it's hard to tell Zermetes from the messenger. They both look like goats.
What? Why is there two goats? What happened to Zermetes?
The other goat is Zermetes.
Which one?
Every time someone says my name, I bump their knees.
The the one that's got
The aggressive one.
the brown fur,
Mm-hmm.
not the gray fur one. It's got like he's got a like extra fuzzy around the chin. Okay, you can tell he's got little cat features. His eyes got a little slits instead of round balls.
What a weird goat.
Okay, so Hypolita did not die, so that whole chapter's been erased. That's good.
Well, looks like
So
we're
we-
going to go.
So we have a goat now?
You guys are welcome to. Well, you got the two goats, yeah, and all the warriors are now just trying to clean up, pick up their dead sisters, and the couple that were tied up are still under the spell. It appears there's a couple of them that were grappled to the ground and saved. So, but they're still like, you can tell they've got a little rage in their eyes. The rest of the warriors are all kind of walking around, not like they're drunk, but like they, yeah, okay. You've seen someone who's drunk, but but still able to control themselves.
Mhm.
That's the way they look. They look like they can hold their liquor and they've had a lot of it.
They're dizzy.
Yeah. There's a little dizziness, it looks like, but they're still wandering around. And they, one of them comes to you and says, "I guess we'll have to be on the lookout for this Theatralis. But if she can look like any one of us, then it's going to be hard to." I wonder what happened to the actual Theatralis. That goat the other night was really tasty.
Pension Foot has a thing for turning people into goats. I fear that you may have already eaten her.
Yeah, we don't know. None of the other goats had any kind of consciousness, right? They didn't say, "Hey, I'm Theatralis, rescue me." Yeah, so she's missing. She's either been killed and buried, or missing, or something,
Or eaten.
or eaten.
That's the logic Raxus is going with. Like, she's turned everyone else into goats, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna show some initiative and go destroy every pickled things in there.
Okay,
Good
so you get rid of all the
Oh yeah, I want to help with that as well.
the Styx water junk. Okay. Yeah, and they're like, "What are you doing? You're burning our food, or you're killing, you're destroying our food."
They have enough fresh food.
Yeah, but they don't know what's going on. You're
I'd like to tell everyone
destroying
that.
half their food.
I want to tell them the hag had poisoned your food and used it to control your leader and the rest of your sisters. That's how she was partially able to get Hippolyta and the rest of your sisters.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, for a second now I thought I crashed because Mike just cut out. I was like, no.
I noticed my Roll20 has been, and my OBS has been cutting in and out, so I don't know if it's...
14.
Okay, she's like, "Okay, well, let us help you then." and they carry the baskets and the barrels of all the poisoned food out and helps you destroy it.
But how did she get that much stick water, though?
Think about it. As a hag, she is no doubt she would have had somewhat. If she can turn Zermedes and the messenger into a goat, and not even her having flayed or being injured could dispel it, then she would have had some way to travel to the underworld and bring back Styx water to use. Nothing is out of the impossible, Gallus.
Would that mean there's a portal here, just like the Hydra?
Are you going to spend the night here and then head out in the morning, or what are you going to do here?
I want to spend the night here because just for the fact that in case the hag comes back, we can be ready to intercept should something happen.
Well, you'll also need some long rests going on.
Oh yeah,
I'm not leaving without Medis or the messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They basically follow you around like puppies. They're not or it appears like that. They're not going back in the pen unless you force them back in there.
That'd be quite cruel.
So we know obviously where Hippolyta or whatever lives.
Hippolyta.
Yeah, Hippolyta. Did we ever see where the confidant lives?
Who are you
We
asking?
never ventured there.
No, she stays.
memory.
She stays in the same building as Hippolyta.
Okay, that's what I figured. Then Goat Me is gonna go wandering around that building trying to find her room and look through it.
I'm gonna follow the goat.
Okay.
And I'd like to also advise the Amazons to keep a careful watch on Hippolyta, considering that due to not any of my damage having worked on dispelling the effects of my mental control Ag had on her, that she still may be under said hag's control from distance. So keep a close eye on her when she does anything.
Yeah, you get up to the longhouse, and the guards there are like standing guard, protecting Hippolyta, but she's also being attended to by a couple Amazons, and they see these goats walk up with you, and they're like, "Don't those goats belong back in the pen?"
Long story short, that's the messenger. That's the line that was with us. And I like open Zermedi's eye to see like cat eyes on the goat.
Okay.
That's a pretty cool goat.
Well, so why are you here? Hippolyta will be, she's going to be bedridden at least overnight, and then we'll, if she wakens, we'll notify you.
Yeah, when she wakens, we fear that she may still be compelled.
Okay, so we'll basically make sure that she doesn't do something that she shouldn't.
And
if we have to hold her down or tie her down, we'll do that.
And for
but why are you here at the Longhouse?
For the hag problem, we fear that something might be cursed where she resides. So I advise you to get rid of everything that wasn't there, like for the last 3 weeks. Everything that the hag might have snuck into the camp.
Okay.
Guess you want to add to that? I said Argus, not goat.
No. Unless,
Well, we can show you where Theatralis's room is if you want to, check that out. But we're keeping Hippolyta under armed guard, so.
That's alright. That would be appreciated. Thank you.
Okay.
we can see what happens to the real Theatrice, maybe.
Okay, her room lies on the second floor. When you open the door, and one of the Amazons will open the door, and you can look in. I guess you head in and do your toss the place. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
investigate.
Right.
I'm
She
helping.
has. Yeah, you're helping with your goat self. They have. She actually has a wooden bed. As opposed to the ones living outside. She has blood-soaked sheets.
That's a good sign.
She has personal belongings of the original confidant. And there's a key to the pantry.
I swallow the key.
Somebody, no! Bad goat!
That's basically it. So yeah, it looks like just a room with some clothes, but the sheets are all blood soaked.
Yeah,
Let's go to the. I'm like,
I'm not in the mindset to investigate, having.
yeah,
You're
it's
just
more like.
tired.
Totally worn
What's
out.
happened?
Having bringing Gallus back, it took a lot out of you.
Yeah, and being brought back took a lot out of me too.
That's right. And Rax is sitting over there with his 2 hit points.
Yeah, right. It looks like he went 10 rounds with Ares with a demigod, with a literal demigod Ares.
And Zermedes has twice as many hit points as he does. Actually, he doesn't. He has,
only has
one.
one.
He has 1 hit point. So everybody really is ready for a rest. You guys are ready to rest,
Yeah.
resume this investigation or whatever in the morning,
Well,
or head back to Chiron, letting him know situation
we
or
have
whatever.
a goat.
Yeah, and you have a goat. So hopefully you can regain spell slots after a long rest, and then maybe resolve that issue.
Yeah, don't worry. You didn't have to worry about that, Rexus.
'Cause she
Arthur,
only
the son
tried-
of a gu-
She only tried stopping one spell that you cast.
Dispel magic.
Dispel magic.
And perhaps
I
yeah,
didn't
am
get
gonna
any
try
of
this.
that, Mike.
Nobody
said
can
perhaps
understand you.
Yeah,
I was saying perhaps we can try this getting Zermedes back to normal in the morning then.
Right. Okay, so you guys eat the fresh food, the non-cursed food, and the Amazons don't really guard your tent. You'll notice that they're guarding the complex, and they're on patrol. Like, they walk around looking for unusual activities or things. So if you wanted to get out at night and wander around, you would have to avoid some patrols. Otherwise, you can just sleep and get all your hit points back and spell slots and all that.
I would love some sleep.
Okay, so you guys sleep and you're not interrupted. You wake up in the morning refreshed by 1 point, because you get 1 point per long rest against your -4. So now you're only -3. And everybody else is fully healed, and get all your spell slots back and figure out how you're going to arrange your spells. I assume you're going to want Dispel Magic, maybe some Talk with Animals. I don't know. Hopefully they don't come out of the same spell slots.
Oh, but I no longer need Revivify. Can't cast that anymore.
Not without any diamonds.
Yep.
I bump Argus, and then I run out of the tent towards the building where the important people stay. And then I bump Argus, and then I run.
Right, come back here.
And then I run towards the building. And I keep doing that, and then...
It's literally a dog that asked the door in the morning!
And then I bump the other goat.
It wakes up.
And then I add that into the routine of bump Argus, bump the goat, run towards the building, repeat.
Okay, so the other goat, the messenger, is just sitting there staring at Argus.
Yeah. Okay, my spells are ready. Okay, I cast Dispel Magic on Zermedes.
Voila! You can
Here
voluntarily.
you are.
You could fail that.
Yeah, I failed that.
And then Zermedes goes, Mac!
Yeah. So
You need to deliver the message! Oh.
Yeah, you dispel Zermedes, and all of his magic is destroyed. I'm kidding.
He's a regular lion. He doesn't have the stars anymore.
No, he comes back. You get rid of the. It's 10 plus the spell's level, right? Using your wait.
For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an
ability
ability check
fourth
using
level
your
or
spellcasting
higher. Yeah,
ability.
yeah. I'm checking to see what level spell that was.
Was it true polymorph?
No. It's Greek mythology.
Okay.
It's totally not in D&D. It's 3rd level.
Sweet.
Yep,
No
so-
rolls necessary.
No roll, just disappears.
Zermedes,
Yeah,
how does it feel to be a goat?
pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
I think you were expecting that.
Lord.
Anyways,
Are you gonna do it all the time now?
I hope not. Oh, jeez. Anyways, we need
Damn it.
to get an answer for the messenger.
Agreed.
Can you cast Dispel Magic again?
Yes. On the messenger.
Okay.
Or he can get his own answer. That works too.
Okay, so... One moment. There we go. Yep, that's your messenger.
He's huge.
Yeah, he's ginormous. Okay. Yep, so there you go. And he's like, "Oh, I have hands and feet again, and I can speak, and you can understand me. Thank you. You're the greatest. I love you.
Wow,
No
what a
problem at
square.
all.
If you need, okay. I'm gonna put it in Discord so that people don't see what I'm typing.
All right.
He says, he does. He says that, and he's like, "Yo, thank you. Yeah, that was horrible. That was the worst thing ever.
Don't
I'll
worry,
do
good
anything
thing
you.
that is
I'll do
flat.
anything you want."
First off, calm down. We understand you're excited. However, we will take getting you back to Caligaros
Okay.
and explaining what has happened to
I was
Kyron.
a little delirious there for a second. Okay.
Yeah, I would suggest you take a seat somewhere.
Okay, so yeah.
Nerves.
So one of the Amazon warriors comes down to you guys as you guys are like recovering from the dispel magics and stuff like that, and she says, "Hypolita is awake and asking for you. If you'd follow me." And then she turns around and starts walking towards.
So I wanted to ask her: Is Hypolita herself again?
Hypolita is asking for you.
All right.
Okay.
I follow, yeah.
Okay, so a messenger, yeah, he'll follow with you guys. You don't have to move tokens. So you guys all go to this house. Takes you to Hypolita's room. She is tied down. The Amazons tied her down, and she's like, "Why have you come here? We just wanted to live in peace, and you've invaded our home, and now you attack our Amazons and poison our food. So I vow to kill you. Let me out of here." And then she looks over at one of the warriors and says, "Obey me and untie me right now so I can dispatch." And she looks like she has maybe 1 hit point. "So that I can destroy them."
So I guess
And they're like,
that's a
No.
no for you, Raxus. Yeah, that's a no. Yeah, that's a no
Yeah.
for your question, Raxus.
Yeah, that answers my question very much so.
May I have you another one of those abilities, the Argus?
Hypolita, let me heal you.
"F you, get out, don't touch
My
me."
spell.
Okay, what's that?
Yeah, I want to cast protection from evil on her, which I think, depending on the hag, it might stop her charm. But she needs to be willing. So
Is she unconsciously willing?
She's not willing.
Ah.
yeah,
So mark up that spell slot. Burning through spells.
Worth a shot.
Are you all out of 3rd level spells?
yeah, I don't have any more spell slots. Yeah.
Yeah, it only has.
For a 3rd level,
2.
and I can recover, but I can't recover enough to get a 3rd level spell slot.
Only half your level.
Yep.
Okay, so to cure Hypolita, you have to wait another day.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Is everybody willing to do that?
Yeah, considering
Yes.
it is a very
Yes.
important thing.
I don't want an encounter at -3.
This is a major tactical issue for us in the coming days. It's worth time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys spend the night. You guys are tended to nicely. You know, you're given food and shelter and all that, and you don't have to worry about like wandering monsters coming into this compound or anything, because that doesn't really happen. And then in the following day, you don't need to cure Zermedes or the messenger. So
Sorry.
yeah, so you decide to make a beeline for Hypolita, and you're gonna cast Dispel Magic on her. Or is that right? Is that what you're doing? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do that, and yeah, her eyes, which were kind of glazed over with a little, like she had cataracts or whatever, it was all white. That kind of clears up, and now you can see her eyes, and she's like, "Oh, why am I tied up? Untie me." And they look at her and they're like, No.
Yeah, you have.
And she's like, What? Why am I tied up?
How can I put this nicely? A hag mind controlled you.
And who are you?
We're the stewards from Caligaros.
All I remember is, and she points at the messenger, he was here the other day trying to get us to come to Caligaros and assist with defending of the village while, or something to do with Cerberus, and is that why you're here? Why are you here in my bedchambers? And
Alright.
she's pretty much healed up. She's got some cuts and bruises on her, but she's pretty much healed up. And you guys recovered one more point of your exhaustion, so you guys are only -2 now. And yeah,
Well,
so you guys are here. Why are you here?
we've been here for a few days, ma'am.
Okay. Did you do this to me?
You are under the control of a hag impersonating as your confidant.
Where is Theatralis?
The real
She
Theatralis
should be here.
is
What's that?
likely dead. The
Really?
real Theatralis is likely dead.
Okay.
And a hag has been impersonating her for I do not know how long. So
A couple of weeks, maybe.
And a couple of the warriors in the room say, "It's true. They helped us defeat the hag and purged our poison food, and now we're they had to knock you out because you were mad. You had a sickness that caused you to fight your friends." And so we helped them, and they helped us. They're
Fight me.
good people. And
Fight me as I show the big hole in my chest plate.
okay, so she's like, you can see that she's in her own mind. She's thinking about like all this information you guys dumped on her, and she's like, so it was my fault? Oh no. And I was under a hag's influence?
correct.
Yes, you were compelled.
Well, you tell Chiron that we will be there to stand with him in the coming days. But for your service, and then she points up at her mannequin that she has on the wall over there, and she tells one of her handmaidens, basically, grab that for me. And she walks over there and grabs this big leather belt. It's like 6 inches, maybe 8 inches wide, thick, and with a couple of belt straps. And you notice that she was wearing it during the fight. And she said, I am fond of this girdle, but I failed to notice that I was becoming corrupted by this hag, and you came to my rescue, so I offer you this as a reward and as a sign of friendship.
Your generosity humbles us. Was it Taskmaster?
Neapolitan.
Taskmaster.
Yeah,
I was
right.
gonna say Your Highness, but no.
Yeah, she's not a queen or whatever. Yeah, you're right. You're welcome to stay as long as you wish, but you should head back to Chiron and let him know that once I am recovered, I will bring my warriors down to Caligaros, and we will stand with him against the hordes from the underworld.
Thank you.
We thank
We
you.
very much appreciate that. Also, I would like to add that I would advise that you and your people come forth with a tighter guard should anything happen.
Oh yeah.
Considering that.
Yeah, we'll pack up. We're gonna pack up and bring everything.
All right.
I'm gonna put the belt over my formerly gaping wound to hide the flesh.
Now, this belt was given to me by Ares.
I gonna put away the belt and give it to Zermedes.
Oh, okay. I put it on.
Like, this was given to me by Harry's.
Okay. I love how it says it's the belt of berries, but there's no stats for it. Okay, give me a second. Unless it's hidden away somewhere. Here we go. Hypolita.
Gives the wearer the ability to transform into
a goat.
gives her the ability to buff up. No. Well, that's a natural ability of being what she is.
A demigod.
Yeah.
Oh, which I was saying, you don't have to you didn't have to be afraid, Raxus. Technically, you are the son of a god. Technically.
Why would I be afraid?
No, when you said like, yeah, I'm kind of beat up by facing a demigod, I'm like, aren't you one too?
Semantics.
No, I am the son of a god, not a demigod. What? Make. How old are you, Raxus? And then he counts on his finger.
It tells you how you can like steal it from her and stuff like that. Which, like if you were to sneak into her room and take it and all that. But it doesn't say what it does. Okay. Maybe it's under... It has some kind of protection. Stewards. Hypolita. Okay. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Neither of those. Yeah, I don't know what ability that it gives her on her character sheet. I don't think it's just sentimental, because it says whether she's wearing it or not, it provides her protection.
Will I just come up with the abilities over the course of the next session then?
Yeah, I'll figure it out between now and then and let you know. It might be something you have to attune to anyway, so
Makes sense.
Which you wouldn't get the ability right away anyway, but because we got the food and we got the training dummies, archery targets. You got the girdle, prized possession given to her by her father Ares. The girdle's magic affects her even if she's not wearing it because of her sentimental connection to it. and then you can attempt to steal it or whatever. She wears it during the day, blah, blah, blah. And then there's the goat and the confidant. Beatrice reacts after you uncover her secret. Yeah, doesn't say. It's not even a sidebar because they have a lot of sidebars for magic items and stuff like that. Okay, so I'll figure something out. We'll make it cool. Because Hypolita has a challenge rating of 5.
Is it, you said there was some stuff cut out because she lived. If that's true, is it maybe in that section?
No, it basically tells how the Amazon warriors react.
Oh, okay.
Well, there is this. Yeah, she offers you the treasured girdle. She has great fondness for the girl, but she sees that it's her fault, and she parts with her girdle. And that's pretty much it. Someone overlooked something. Okay, no worries. Yeah, so do you guys want to wait here until you're fully recovered, or do you want to head back?
-2 is acceptable, don't you think, Zermedes?
I have no idea what that means.
Do you feel okay to...
He's not hurting
hit
at
the-
all. He's not hurting.
Yeah, I'm perfect.
Yeah,
Only you.
It's a little delirious from being resurrected there.
Yeah,
Gallus.
you got summoning sickness.
Yeah.
You're tapped.
No, I think now that we know everyone except like that one unfortunate warrior is fine and well, we're all more or less cured.
Yeah.
I think we need to get this news to Chiron. He's already been
As soon as we can.
waiting, you know.
For 4 days now.
Well, and that's just for us, not even for the messenger he was already waiting for.
Right.
So we should.
It's only a one-day trip all the way back. You know, if you leave in
Yeah,
the morning,
but
you'll get there by evening.
He's still.
Oh, he's gonna trouble. He's gonna trouble with you because you know
Oh no, I meant
things go
Chiron-
bump in the night. So
Chiron must be worried, absolutely sick.
Oh, yeah. We're just gonna arrive at the launch and see, like, 5 other, like, warrior type stewards. And, like, really, dude? 4 days? Wow, I can feel the fate.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
2 of us died. I mean, he's right.
sure.
okay,
Well,
so
be it as it may, I believe we should get going.
yeah, so you guys
we hit
gather
the
your
road.
belongings and wait for the morning, and which is still is the morning. But you gather your belongings, say your parting goodbyes. One of the Amazon warriors approaches Argus, and you don't really know which one these are. It's hard to tell. They all kind of look the same. They all kind of blend together, especially with helmets and armor and stuff like that. But she approaches you with a piece of fabric, and before you leave, she ties it around your upper arm.
Thank you.
Remember me in the coming battles.
As you should I.
Oh, I will. And then you leave. You depart.
We're
No
all socially awkward.
further discussions or anything. And this messenger says, "Man, Chiron's probably worried sick. I've been in that pen for like 3 days, and then you guys came in. We fought this hag, and you know, we had a great victory, and then you guys got injured, so you had to hide and rest, and yeah. So it's been like almost a whole week. And you guys eventually make it back to Caligaros, and
Tell me the orgy's over.
what orgy?
The
The party.
On the road.
Oh yeah. They're the satyrs and their drunk friends or whatever. They're not there. Yeah, but they're
Traces of it.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. There are signs that there was a big party. Like there's dirt all over the there's trash, food, like somebody had eaten a leg of lamb and then the bone is still laying there, you know, and there's maybe a broken pot or jug material in the area. There's some satyr fur stuck on some bushes, you know, and there's some torn fabric. There's a broken flute cracked in half. There's a few things that they had a party and it got wild apparently. And then but you didn't experience any of that. And the messenger says they weren't there when I came through. Okay, so you guys make it back to Caligaros. The messenger says Chiron's probably gonna probably want this message, so we should head up to his palace and let him know about, you know, what's going on. And so he goes on up there. If you want to come with, you definitely can. You probably should. You might have something to say that I don't remember, you know, because I was a goat.
All right, let's go in.
Okay, so you guys go up to the sparkling villa. You get an audience with Chiron, and he meets you in the lounge where his butler is serving like some honey mead that is coming from the foot factory, and an apple pie. That's just something to take the edge off since your long trip. It's in the evening now, and so what say you? Chiron says. He walks in. You know, clop, 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 clop. What's I see you found my messenger. That's great. What happened?
Okay.
Well, we found out what had happened to the messenger, all things considered, and
Yeah, you won't believe it.
I'm sorry.
oh yeah,
You won't believe it. This messenger. What is your name again? I don't think we ever got it.
no, we
It's
didn't.
Chiron.
Chiron?
Yeah,
The
Chiron.
messenger?
Oh no, the
Okay.
messenger? No.
Yeah.
The messenger is extra number 1.
Yes, extra number 1. Was turned into a goat. He delivered the
Argus.
message.
You can't call people extras because you don't know their names.
Okay.
But the message does it.
Yeah, his name is Frack.
Okay. Yeah. Frack delivered the message, and in the night, he was turned into a goat by a hag who was controlling the Amazons. She had infiltrated and was whispering secrets into.
You said
Himalayas?
what? What did? This is what Chiron.
Hag.
There's a hag.
Yes. She's still out there too.
Did you uncover her sisters as well? Hags always travel in threes.
We did not.
Okay. Interesting. Go on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
There was an epic battle. Zermetes was turned into a goat. Gallus and Zermetes
Well,
died.
he looks over at Zermetes and says, "Well, you must have gotten better."
Yeah, he got better.
Actually, it got much, much worse. I then turned to dust.
Oh, that's an ability I haven't heard of.
Also,
Unless you're a
Queen
vampire, I guess.
Lady Hippolyta, as it turns
A
out,
what?
Lady Hippolyta was being controlled by a hag.
Right. So how did it resolve? What did you guys do? You did what you normally do, right? You just rolled up in there and killed everything?
No. Surprisingly, no.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to kill off the hag, considering that she had turned invisible and fled before we could finish things.
Right. Damn.
Luckily,
You're muted. You just got muted, or I did.
No, he did.
I think
Okay,
he got
okay.
muted.
So if there's a hag coven out there, and they were found out infiltrating the Amazons, then maybe we should send. I don't really have anybody to send up there. Maybe we should. Well, first of all, I'll put it out. Put the word out, and we should be on the lookout for any strange doings around here as well, which we pretty much already are because of the gates.
agreed.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just thinking out loud. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
You're muted, Mike.
Muted. Muted.
Get a headset.
All right.
Now you're
I
good.
want to say that this presents the problem of if a hag was able to infiltrate the Amazons, then this also presents the problem of how many other hags have infiltrated the towns or homes of our allies and are doing similar things as well.
Right.
We really need to get a handle on this before it gets any worse or widespread.
Right. So we'll just have to be extra vigilant here in Caligaros, and I'll send word to
Agreed.
the other groups that are in this area to be on the lookout for this hag coven.
Maybe a hag was responsible for
So
your
what
night
was
terrors.
so what was Hippolyta's response to our request?
They'll protect us. In
Yeah.
fact, I think we're gonna move down here.
Okay,
Is that right?
that's right.
Yes.
So I gather,
Yeah,
yes.
she said she was gonna pack up and come down here and link up and hang out.
Also, as a reward for having helped get figure out the control of the hag, she gave us her belt. She said,
Okay.
So-
It's a girdle of Ares.
"Yes."
Yeah. Okay. That's nice of her.
So, otherwise, I could. And the only other thing concerned to note was that the Hacken managed to gain water from the river Styx to taint the food of the Amazons and use to control them. So, how a hag was able to go into the river Styx is very concerning to me.
Well, I think anyone can go there.
Yes, but a hag going there is very much a problem since I don't think that they would have stopped there to only get water from the river Styx, as it were.
Well, you saw you had visited the Fates, which are all considered hags as well, and they were on one of the estuaries, if you would, of the river Styx. So it's not unheard of and you living creatures just went down a path to the river and got the ferry boat across to the Fates. So it's not unheard of that someone might be able to go down there and get the water. It's just disconcerting, that someone would do that. Yeah. And they would. Do they have Do they have a easy way to get in? Do they have a limited amount, or all that?
Yeah, that's a concern I wanted to bring up. Like, who's to say this isn't a continuous thing of them having a constant access to it?
Right. Well, at least now they know what they're looking for. The taste and the smell and all that. So
Yeah.
they probably won't. They probably won't be able to be affected by it right away. They won't be. They won't be easily tricked. And then when they come down here, then it'll just be better. More people with their eyes open. And Ippolita, she's a competent warrior.
Yeah, I know.
Extremely so. I was honestly surprised I managed to somehow even defeat her, since she's an incredibly strong warrior.
Okay, so in the morning, what we'll do is we'll come up with some kind of plan of action or steps to move forward. So I know you guys have been on the road all day, and I would recommend maybe getting a good hot meal and getting a good rest, because it looks like you, and he's pointing at Gallus, says it looks like you've been hung up and beaten.
I've seen the other side.
And you look like you've been what's the word I'm looking for? It looks like you've woke up dead.
I did.
Well, because you're struggling to walk. I mean, you've got
It's only
a
a
little bit of a
-2
dip.
now.
Yeah, 2 out of 20 is quite a bit.
10%.
Okay, so I will meet you down at the lounge in the morning. I'll go down there. We'll come up with some kind of plan of action. Maybe we'll clear out a spot for the Amazons to take as to garrison when they get here. All right.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna do
You're free to
exactly
go.
what Karen said and go eat a meal and go to sleep.
Right. Go ahead.
I need to do one thing before we go anywhere else.
Okay.
I need Raxus, could you please melt in like a small amount of bronze for me? I'm gonna drop the eye we found in it.
All right. I'll need to go to the blacksmith and borrow some, but yeah, I can do that feasibly so.
I want it encased in metal.
All right. We will need to be quick about it.
Okay.
All right. So, you're gonna have to come with me to explain what we need to do, because I doubt that she's just going to let me melt a bunch at the blacksmith. There will just going to melt a bunch of bronze for an unknown reason.
Fair enough.
All right. So let's go.
Yeah.
It would be only the equivalent of 3 arrowheads. An eye.
Yeah, basically, once it's in the little crucible, I just want to plunk the eye into it and let it cool.
Right. So you basically just want to not destroy it per se,
But make it unusable
But make it
as much as
unusable.
possible.
He doesn't want to destroy it, he wants to ruin it.
Plus,
Right.
if they're using it when I drop it in, they might hurt their eyes a bit.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right. Okay, so you can do that in the morning. You're not going to do that throughout the night. Okay, so you guys go to the lounge, you sleep the night, and you wake up in the morning before you are able to do anything with the eye and the bronze, Chiron is there for breakfast with you guys. Oh, I got something else. Another thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's on the table for us to do?
It's Zeus.
I returned to sleep.
What does Lord Zeus want us to do for him?
Well, no, it's not him personally. It's
Okay.
It's his cattle.
All right.
What does he do with the cattle?
Yeah, let me.
What doesn't he do with the cattle?
Yeah, that's
Get your money down better.
dang.
It's Zeus.
They're not sheep. Okay. Okay, this is this.
There is
Okay.
one very famous myth where he turned himself into a cow for those very purposes.
That's
Just, just saying.
I
found that Zeus
there-
has no redeeming qualities.
we have a. I have another mystery that I need resolved. Another person has gone missing.
Put on the cap, the pipe. Let's go.
Yeah, Alakaeos and Zilia. They're the left and right heads of an Etin. This Etin is well liked in Caligaros. He's very popular, and he tends to the red cattle of Zeus. And he has not returned to the village in some time. And he normally comes into the village once a week to shop for produce and other supplies. With everything else that's gone on, I suspect that something may have happened. Alkaeos and Zilia are impressionable and scare easily. They may be in danger. So I want you to go rescue this Etin. And that's where we're going to call it for the night.
Okay.
Right at the beginning of another rescue mission.
I just want to say, God, this was intense.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Amazon was fine. I was fine with it because it was for the people of Caligaros. But I'm tired of zoning out the gods' trash.
Well, you're only at -1 now. That's not true. That's not true. You spent the night at the lounge. All of your penalties have been removed.
Yep, but also, guys, hey, you know, so bad news. You no longer have a get back up button.
That is true. No more of that blind bravery.
Yeah, so you go down next time. We can't do much.
Yeah,
I
so
will continue.
I never had that because I assume I needed to be the one to use it, so I never had that kind of bravery.
yeah, well, you might want to consider getting some gems.
Yeah, the reckless bravery when he got the diamond.
Yeah, you need what, 300 gold worth of diamond.
Yep.
And
Wow, it's lucky we have loads of gold.
yeah.
But
But
then
yeah,
we
but
need
that
to
doesn't
find
mean
an
there's
actual
diamonds.
diamond.
But there's not actually diamonds. You might be able to figure something out. But we'll worry about that next week. And I had fun tonight. You guys solved the mystery of the hag, but you didn't realize, or even probably cross your mind, that hags always travel in threes. So where are the other two? If not, now they're all back together again, probably. Like I think Gallus was saying, they might have split up and hit different villages, and maybe they're each trying to take over the area in their own way or something. So that's something you got to be on the lookout for. Okay, so Raxus dropped in his vote. So I just need to see everybody else's vote for the PBI. The PBI was used, so it's starting fresh.
Maybe Hag did the Night Terrors of Zermetes.
I actually did think about the hags come in threes,
Yeah.
but I was already a goat by that point and just couldn't do anything about that.
This was not your best day, was it?
No.
Okay, I got three votes. I got 3 votes. I need one more.
Oh,
So like last week was our day.
Okay, it looks like Argus is winning out on that one. So
Wow.
Argus, well, I guess without Argus, everybody would still be a goat.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just
So
said
that
wow.
was
So the-
that was rewarding him for his diversity.
And we wouldn't have the Amazons.
we would be dead.
Well, no, Gallus is the one that got you into the place, right?
Yeah, but
I can't believe I entered with intimidation in an Amazon village.
Yeah, so Gallus
Hey,
got you
Bob, yeah.
in. Argus helped with through magic, talk to the animals, and remove the curse / dispel magic. Raxus beat up the leader, and what does Hermedes do?
I was a goat.
You got
Got
him.
fired.
You gave quite a bit of moral support and ideas, so you were very helpful with.
It's a party. I can't be the hero every week.
What do they call it? The intangibles. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I'll see you guys next week, and we will
Right.
continue these shenanigans.
Do we level up, by the way?
Oh, you're not close.
Oh, fair enough. I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
know
what
if we
did
were
we
close or
fight?
not.
Yeah, well, you got some Amazons, but no.
I won.
If you look at there is something in the player folder called leveling milestones. I don't always keep that up to date, but you did do the Hell Beast. Okay, Labor 8 is the Nightmares, and then Labor 9 is the Amazons.
What?
So-
10? 2 more to go.
So, well, if there's a dozen, but I will.
There's always a dozen.
I will total it up, and you'll know by next week.
On a related topic, the piety. I was wondering if we had any points coming there.
Piety actually comes slower than leveling.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to do something pious to get piety.
Well, because
And-
I have healing a sick or injured wild animal, and we did the stuff with the boar and the hind.
Right.
But I know those are difficult points to get, so I wasn't sure if it was just not updated or what.
It's normally equivalent to your level,
Okay.
unless something really happens to make you lose piety, like you go in and burn down a village or something.
Okay.
But even then, you wouldn't lose piety. Ares would probably appreciate it.
Yeah, but Ares doesn't give me piety.
Exactly.
That's why I like.
maybe-
Oh yeah, the belt of Ares. Unbutton that, give it to Zermetes. Nope.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe Ares is like, so hey there, Gallus, I heard you've been doing a good job lately. Why don't you go over to my
Nope.
side?
No, I am faithful.
Yeah, and piety. I'm sure that I'm not doing it right in this system, but it does say, as a general rule of thumb, have it equate to their level. But
Okay.
it probably, we haven't really discussed this, but it probably should be a statement by the player that you are doing something to earn piety, right? Like,
Okay.
I'm healing this because it's the pious thing to do, or it's because of my God or whatever, and not just do it because you basically have to petition for piety, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You have to pray for it, and do the proper burial rites or whatever it is.
Okay. Yeah, and with piety
All
being
right.
such a new system, this just hasn't come up yet.
Right, exactly. All right, guys, I'm gonna go get something to eat, and I will catch you in
Bye.
the flip side.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
And again, everybody else that's watching the stream, thank you for coming out. We had a little difficulty at the very beginning getting the cameras fixed, but that was my fault for changing the name of the channel that we were talking in Discord. And so once I figured that out, we got the cameras working again. All right, I'll catch you in the next one.